At Honestly Natural, their focus is to create soaps that not only smell great, but also are safe for the entire family. Their soaps are handcrafted and cut in Colchester, Connecticut. All of their bars are made from 100% all-natural ingredients. They offer a wide variety from the calming, familiar scents of lavender and eucalyptus to the musky, warm aroma of patchouli, vanilla, and so many more. They currently offer 22 different bars, each being unique, even creating one for the family dog. Also, don't forget to pick up one of their hand-crocheted washcloths as a perfect pair to the soaps, for you and for someone you love. There's nothing like shopping local. We've been using these soaps, and it's a product that we stand by. With a company that is local, 100% all-natural, and unique, you cannot go wrong. Pick your own bar up at www.allhonestlyNatural.com to see and smell for yourself. And for a limited time, from November 17th to December 21st, you can receive 10% off your purchase if you put in the code word B.S.Nerds, all capital letters. B.S. Nerds, 10% off at www.allhonestlyNatural.com.
Hold up!
Aaron.
My name is Dave. This is Joe.
I listened to that podcast and I was like, I'm with him, right?
That sounds really cool. And then Chris Humphrey's hard fouls, and Kevin Garnett pushes him straight into the third row. Let's go. My name is Dave. This is Joe. Let's go.
This is the Boston Sports Nerds Podcast, the B.S. Nerd Show.
Joe, you got anything you want to say before you go?
No, we have talked a lot.
We've talked a lot. There's nothing left in the tank. Let's go. Welcome back to the 49th episode of the Boston Sports Nerds Podcast, the B.S. Nerd Show. My name is Dave, and I'm accompanied by my two fellow nerds here. To my right, I have the host of WCP,
Aaron.
And to my left, I have the host of... Okay. All right. So, I also have...
To your
Joe.
left. Jesus. Yeah,
There he is.
I do one thing different. You guys are all thrown off.
You threw it off. I'm very much a man of...
Yeah, you know, you're a creature of habit.
Creature habit. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you very much.
Are you guys excited that the best Patriots quarterback of all time is going to be playing this week?
Tom Brady?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh.
Is starting this week for the San Francisco 49ers. You know what his current stats on the season are?
2 for 2 with a touchdown.
2 for 2 with a touchdown and 18 yards rushing.
Yeah. Not bad. Threw a buzzer beater up there.
Oh, yeah.
I liked
Was that
it.
against Seattle?
Who
Was that what they played last week?
Who?
The Niners.
The Niners. I thought it was Seattle. I don't know why.
Maybe it's either...
Niners played... What the fuck?
Let's see here.
Oh, they played the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so take that, Legion of Boom.
Yeah. Really heads up play, too. Like, realized he took too long and now had to go for the end zone.
Yeah.
And he did.
I
And
mean,
scored.
I'm not going to try to... Because I don't think he's better than...
It was a joke. He's obviously...
Brissett? No.
he's
I
obviously-
don't think he's
wait,
better.
You don't think he's better than Brissett?
I don't think he is. I think when they end their careers, I think they're either going to be even or he's going to have a lesser career than Brissett. But that's besides the fact. I think this week it's going to be easy for him. He's playing the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears defense isn't as bad as people
No, but
think.
they're not.
He's a good
they're not the
quarterback.
Bears of the the early 2000s.
But they are definitely not a good team. So.
No.
Yeah.
Offensively, they have a rookie quarterback.
By the way, preview to our pick'ems, I'm going with the 49ers.
All right.
Strictly on the Jimmy Garoppolo.
Drop that in there now.
Yeah.
We may disagree on how good he is or not good, whatever. I think he's a good quarterback, and I think he's going to do well enough to beat the Bears.
Flash forward 5 years from now, both Jacoby Brissett and Jimmy Garoppolo are starting quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yes. Agree with that.
I think Brissett might be the starting quarterback for the Colts.
From here on out.
I don't know. That's just a tough situation.
I think Luck,
That's what I mean. I'm
Luck
not saying
might not come back.
I don't want to see
How
Luck
does
end
Indy-
his career.
How does Indy keep fucking finding themselves in this weird quarterback situation?
Like, we have a quarterback, but we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just
Oh,
like,
we
okay.
have
No, they
Peyton
do.
Manning.
Right.
They
Yeah.
luckily they traded for one during the season, got one,
Right.
and he's been playing not horrible for a
he's
guy
not.
that's never started in the NFL.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how he is 2-3 years down the road.
That's
don't
what I
know
mean.
What are
Like
his
him.
stats on the year?
Jacoby
You know-
Brissett?
Yeah.
Good, not great.
Specifically, touchdown to interception ratio. Is he Tyrod Taylor-esque, or does he have...
I think he's got more picks than Tyrod
I think he
Taylor.
does, too, but
Yeah.
is he, like, below 10?
When did he start? He took
took the first week off.
Or week 2?
I think so because
Okay,
I think it was week 2.
Yeah.
He got traded technically in the preseason, I think. Right? Or the week 1.
Was it like?
I think it was week 1.
I think it was
so he might have started.
It's
week
either
3.
the week going into the season start, sort of like Logan Mankin style.
He has 2,768 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions.
All right.
Yeah.
How many rushing touchdowns? Or is that total yards and total touchdowns?
That's his. I think that's his passing yards.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I think he has.
I'm just
he has a good amount of rushing.
I would say
touchdowns.
he's got at least 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he's like 11 touchdowns on the year. Or I mean, sorry,
12
touchdowns, 12, 13.
Yeah.
And
something
5
like that.
picks. Only 5 turnovers isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Depending
not
on how many
counting fumbles,
lost.
but
Yeah, right. You know what I hate? That counts as a fumble loss for Tom Brady last week.
yeah, it's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Since we're gonna get into the Pats game,
Yeah.
defense was. I know the Pats played the ugliest, most dominant game of all time. It is the most disgustingly dominant game ever played by a football team.
Yeah, that was not impressive, but it worked.
But it was never in doubt. They completely dominated the Dolphins. The defense held them to 10 points. They had that one fluke touchdown.
Right.
So, if you take away the fluke touchdown
Yeah.
and you just go strictly based on
Defensive points
offense and
allowed.
defense,
Right.
they won what 37-10 then?
Yeah.
How many points did they score?
35.
35.
38. Something like that. Bring it up, pull it back up. Stat guy.
Oh, you actually wrote down the
35-17.
Yeah, so they won 35-10 if you take away the fluke touchdown for the Dolphins.
Right. Yeah.
So that's utter domination.
That's kind of what I thought the score was going to be
domination.
anyway.
Yeah.
So,
It's true. I was really close to that
but
score.
it wasn't ugly.
It was a
But it
point
was
off each
ugly.
way. It was a really ugly game. I think that's Miami, though. I think they're
They
good at
had
muddying up.
There were
those
like
type of
bad
things.
penalties. There were
Yeah, especially after last week. I was like, oh, they've only had one penalty in each game for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was just dumb. Real dumb.
and then the bad snap. I mean, I guess it was coming, the bad snap. You had
yeah.
Ted Karras as your center, and he'd never played center before, ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
It's only
I mean,
his
he had a
second
real
game.
good week the week before. Yeah, it felt like it's going
I was
to.
going to say, they
He's
did change
still-
centers, right? Andrews is out.
Andrews is hurt. Yeah, so Ted Karras was playing, and
He played last week, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
He's
yeah,
still
that's
he's
him.
playing good. He just had a bad snap. That one snap. was-
Yeah.
And
It
it
happens.
wasn't even a bad snap. It was like right where it was supposed to be. Just
It just was
it
mistimed.
was too early. Yeah.
Right.
He thought Brady called for the
See, I'd rather that than what I've done. I snapped when I was playing center.
Yeah.
I snapped a ball, and then plays over, and my quarterback comes over to me and goes, "You know how high that was?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. Why? What happened?" He goes, "Aaron, I'm 6'6". It shot it so high I couldn't reach it." I'm like,
Oh, shit.
"Okay, all right."
right.
It was had a little pepper behind it.
Yeah, just throw that thing right back up. Yeah, I think that's a bad rule that counts as a fumble loss to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Well, did he touch it?
No, and he actually never touched it. Blew right by.
Well,
it.
he touched it when
he went to-
he go grab
But
it.
he didn't actually ever possess it.
Right. Yeah, it was never. Yeah.
He never lost possession of the ball. So
Right,
he
right.
never possessed the ball to begin with.
Yeah. It's a bad.
But you can't. I
fumble.
guess
it's a botched snap.
you can't
Yeah.
put.
There's
the,
no
you-
stat for it.
Yeah.
and
It's
you
sort
can't
of
put the
like-
fumble on the center. So
Right.
I mean,
Why not?
I think he could. I think it's
If-
sort of like
if-
a pass ball or a wild pitch.
Who was it?
they
that-
should keep it as a separate stat, like
Yeah,
a
it should be.
like a botch
happened
snap.
to, what happened to what's his name when? Remember the offensive lineman that had that humongous return in like end of the season game?
Was that Connolly?
Yeah. He
yeah.
returned the ball for like 80 yards on like a kickoff.
Carried it like loaf of
Kickoff
bread,
return
like-
and just like, or
Yeah.
a punt return or some stupid thing.
Yeah.
He was on a kickoff return and he had the ball and just took off for like 80 yards.
Yeah.
If he fumbled at the end of the fucking play, it's a fumble.
Yeah,
But
right,
he's
right.
still an offensive lineman. He still had the
Right.
possession of the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could credit it.
Yeah,
to him.
I would call it like a pass ball for a catcher.
Yeah, it should
You know
go
what I
on
mean?
the center.
Like it's a bad snap, whatever. But that just had fantasy implications, and that's why I'm so mad about it. But also, I'm a Tom Brady stat.
That
workout,
fucks
and
with
it pisses me
that
off.
fucks with the fantasy.
It's a fumble
score?
loss for
Did
Brady.
Dorsett
That's
score?
ridiculous.
Oh, Dorsett
did he lose the
score
ball?
a touchdown, right?
He didn't.
He was close,
He had
though,
a 39-yard catch. Yeah, he had a big one.
and he got caught.
yeah, caught.
If he scored a touchdown, that would have been one more towards
One
that.
more. Would have been one more.
And then we would have just needed Hollister to catch a touchdown.
Yeah, then they were tied.
Yeah.
Would have tied.
He's gonna do it by next year.
Next year he'll do it.
Are they going to have that many more pass catchers on the team?
Probably.
Yes.
I would say.
Yes,
You
I think Amendola's gone next year.
Dwayne Allen's going to be gone.
Yep.
Martellus Bennett's going to be gone. You
Definitely.
need
Oh yeah,
new tight end.
IR.
Yeah, so Marty B's all done and he's retiring, right? Is that still true?
I don't know. I don't know
he's
if
on the
was,
IR.
I don't know if he was actually retiring or if he was trying to shoot his way out of
Green Bay.
Out of Green Bay.
I think that what I hated was people that were like, "Oh man, Martell's Bennett looks fine to me." Like, no, he's playing hurt.
He was playing hurt.
And
My
then, and
guess
now
is
he's bad.
my
Two
guess
things.
is he's not retiring. If he was gonna retire, he would have just retired when the Packers cut him. Do you know what I mean? Why go to New England and
I think there's someone on EEI said they have a real conspiracy theory where they're like, "Hey, Belichick says, hey, we're gonna put a claim in on you, and we're gonna put you on IR. Let's get you a second ring, just for no reason."
I heard.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I heard that that talk. The one thing I will hold on to is I think two things. I think one, Bennett, you're an asshole. You signed that contract. If you didn't like it because Aaron Rodgers got hurt and you're upset about it, you're a whiner like your brother, and whatever. Also, you were hurt, and why did Green Bay keep playing you?
Yeah, that's the story though. It's not that
No,
he
it's
was
both of them because then he still wanted to play, went to New England, played.
Yeah, but the thing is he wanted to get surgery and Green Bay told him no.
Yeah, well, that's his side of it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
Right.
his story is, that he wanted to get surgery and Green Bay was like no, we want you to
No.
play, dog.
Right,
So that's when he was like, all right, well, I'll just retire then.
right.
And then they cut him.
I blame Green Bay in this because you didn't have to cut him.
No.
And then so you don't get to
Just
you
put
don't
him
get
on
to-
IR.
You don't get to cut him.
Put him on IR.
Yeah, put him on IR. Yeah, right. You don't get to cut him and then complain about him playing somewhere else.
Just let
you know
him,
what I mean? Like,
especially
you cut him.
after Rodgers goes down,
What are you doing?
just let him get the surgery.
Right. Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
Right. And that's
And they had him for
If
what?
that
Didn't
is
they
the-
sign him for a 2-year deal? Well, it wasn't a 1-year deal,
I
was
thought
it?
it was like a 4-year deal.
It may be a multi-year deal. I'm not positive on that, but either way, the Patriots own that contract now. So if it is a multi-year deal,
I don't like
saddle
that.
him up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Saddle him up.
do they
I like
own?
him.
Do they own
I
that
don't like that
contract,
money.
or
Take
is it?
because since they claimed him off waivers, you take the contract that he has. If you cleared waivers, then you sign him to whatever you want. You know what I mean?
I don't like that
Sense.
money, though.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't love the
surprised
money.
they took
They're
him
still
at
under the
contract.
cap right
so
now.
maybe now that makes me think that maybe there is a thing where he is just going to retire at the end of the year, and then
Yeah,
the Pats aren't on the hook for all that money.
right. Well, and you can also restructure.
Yeah, maybe
Nowadays,
they do
yours.
that,
You know what I mean?
but-
You can say- yeah, but I like him. I like having him on the team. It's a bummer that he's hurt because I thought
No, that's the only thing
added
I'm
another
thinking is that
chain
he
over,
just keeps
He
getting
pushed
dinged
Dwayne
out.
Allen. He
Yeah.
pushed Dwayne Allen. All of a sudden, Dwayne Allen looks like
looks good.
That's all he needed.
who I
Yeah.
thought he was.
Yeah.
Who I was hoping he was.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see if that still carries out with now no
And
Martell.
he's under contract, right?
Yeah,
Or is he?
Dwayne
Or is he?
he was a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, because he was a trade, right?
And
He was
Yeah,
a trade
and they
draft pick.
traded a 4th-round pick for him, and I thought he had
Had a 2-year
two-year contract.
Could be. Yeah, that could be true. But yeah, they dominated the Dolphins. I never doubted it. I hate the Miami Dolphins. I despise that team.
they're just whatever. They need to fire their coach and rebuild again.
They need to fight. I just think they're fucking dirty. I think that team sucks. Like, I really just that's like
Well, yeah,
low key
and-
rival type thing for me. Where I
Ndamukong
don't
Suh
like that fucking
Ndamukong
team.
Suh coming into the division was like one of the worst things ever.
You want to know what I think? You know what's the kind of the death? I don't want to say the death because they're not the fucking Browns.
Right.
But what really fucked them as an organization was getting Parcells. Parcells fucked them.
Yeah, that was not.
He wasn't.
Operation
I don't
move
care
there.
what anybody says.
Yeah.
That man has made some fucking horrible decisions.
Yeah.
And
Parcells went to the Dolphins. Is that what after he went to the Bills, didn't he?
no,
I thought he did
I don't know.
later in his career.
no,
I don't know.
no.
I'm
He
not
went
gonna
to
say
he
no,
went
I
to
don't know.
Dallas.
I thought
and
he
then
had
after
been, I
Dallas,
thought he had gone to all 4 AFC East teams.
Maybe.
Yeah, but the Dolphins, he wasn't the coach. He was just the.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying. I'm not talking about in a
president.
co-
He's a front
yeah,
office
I'm talking
guy,
about
yeah.
as a front office guy.
No, I didn't think so.
I don't know. You might be. You might be right. You might
I
be
thought
wrong.
he
I
had
don't-
gone to all 4, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah,
when
I
was he
don't
with the Patriots as a front office guy?
I'm talking about
No.
as a coach or
Oh,
a front
okay.
office
Oh,
guy.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
like
he had
he
been
was
with all 4.
employed by all teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like one of the
No,
other.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
no. Yeah, I
don't
think he had
remember
just
him
been
being-
employed. Yeah, the same thing with Dallas. Dallas, he wasn't the coach either. He was
He
just
was a coach for a little while.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I thought he was just a front office guy.
No, he was a coach.
He was the coach.
Miami, was that his last stop?
Yeah.
Right?
As
he
was
was the
GM.
president of football operations
the president.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an Elway role.
And he got that. What was it? He got what's his name? That horrible guy that ran the Wildcat.
Ronnie Brown.
No, he got the coach. He sucked. He was like a.
I can't think of his name.
He was just fat and ugly.
Ronnie.
Tony Sperano.
There you go.
I was gonna say Ronnie Brown was the running back. Who ran
Ronnie
Wildcat,
Brown, and they had Ricky Williams at the same time.
But he was offered a job by the Bills.
Oh, he turned it down.
And then also was rumored to come back to coach the Saints while Sean Payton was suspended for the year. But
that would have been so stupid.
He didn't take that.
Can you imagine? If I was fucking, especially if that happened, if I was Breeze, I'd be like, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You haven't done anything right in 20 years.
Strong personality, really knows football. I don't think he did a good job with the Dolphins.
I think he did a good job with Dallas either.
Well, he turned them into winners for the first time. For like 10 years, they had a losing record.
And I will say this, he did make one good personnel decision.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he? Wasn't he the one that signed
Romo? Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Romo was a good quarterback.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things, he was better than
fine.
the revolving door of the fucking Cleveland Browns.
Now, he brought Terry Glenn in there.
After he called him.
Yeah.
He didn't want to.
Yeah.
It was actually Robert Kraft's decision.
No, I'm talking about in Dallas.
Dallas. He brought him into Dallas after he was the coach.
They actually clicked.
In Dallas.
Robert Kraft was the one who wanted Terry Glenn, and then when he got there, after the she comment, Terry Glenn actually ended up playing well, and I think Parcells and Terry Glenn really clicked. Like Terry Glenn played his best for Bill Parcells.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no,
so,
he did.
What's really funny is that
then he ended up bringing him to Dallas when he went there. But yeah,
Tony Romo succeeded Drew Bledsoe in Dallas.
Yep.
So he's had some bad luck with low-rated, either low-drafted or undrafted fucking quarterbacks coming and taking his job. Oh, he was done.
He was like arm falling off.
Yeah.
Leadfoot Drew is as my stepmother likes to call him because when he went to Buffalo, she hated it. She's a Buffalo fan.
Me and my dad always used to call him Stats Drew because he was like a statue. Like
a statue. Like he was a statue in the pocket.
Yeah,
he would plant his feet back there.
Yeah.
She just called him Leadfoot.
I did.
I
got into this argument on Facebook the other day. Someone posted a thing like, this is the Patriots. No, it's Tom Brady and the Patriots. This is now 17 consecutive winning seasons.
Right.
Seasons with a winning record.
Yeah.
That's the most
ever
since the merger.
Mm-hmm.
And then a Dallas fan chimed in. Well, Dallas had 20. I commented back, if you're talking about seasons pre-merger when there were like 8 teams in the league,
right,
you can miss me with that bullshit.
Right.
And he really got offended. He's like, well, Lombardi played within this, so you're saying that his season doesn't matter? And I was like, no, I'm just saying it's much more of an accomplishment to win 17 consecutive seasons.
Right.
In the free agency era than it is when you could literally keep your whole team forever and ever.
My dad talks about that. He's a Pittsburgh fan. He's like, to be honest, he goes, well, we had won as many Super Bowls as we did if we had free agency back then.
Of course not, right?
No, the 70s, the Steel Curtain. He's like, half those teams wouldn't have stayed together.
My uncle is a Lions fan.
Wow.
And my grandfather's from Detroit.
I'm just saying he must be like hurting all the time.
So my grandfather is a Lions fan. Therefore, my uncle.
No, I get it.
Yeah. He wants to fire the coach. He hates the coach, and he wants Gruden to come coach the Lions, which is a fucking pipe dream. I
don't think he'd do it.
No. Talking about John
Gruden. Yeah,
okay, yeah. Right, yeah.
He wants John Gruden to come coach the Lions. But we got into an argument at Thanksgiving because he was like, well, football's not what it used to be, blah, blah. Well, the same thing you always hear. Mm-hmm. And me and my brother were like, well, you understand, like, those guys that you liked back then, if they played football now, like I know you're trying to say it was a tougher game, but the size of the guys now,
right,
and the athleticism now,
right,
like Jim Brown. Jim Brown was a very good running back because he was an offensive lineman who could run really fast.
Right.
He was actually, we looked it up, the average size of an offensive lineman in the 1960s when Jim Brown played was 6'4", 240. Guess how big Jim Brown was?
6'4",
240, and he could run.
Yeah, right.
He was as big as his offensive
as
line.
the biggest guys on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
bigger than most of the defensive linemen.
Exactly.
Right.
So, like, obviously, he's going to be really good.
Right.
It's not like, obviously, Barry Sanders was small and he was just elusive as fuck.
See,
So
that's what I was
he
gonna say.
translates
That's
to
why.
any era.
Yeah.
But Jim Brown, if you put Jim Brown in the NFL now,
Right.
I
he's
think
just a guy.
you know who Jim Brown is
He's a tight
nowadays.
end now.
You know,
Yeah,
who-
probably.
You know, tight end, or you know what he'd be? He'd be a all-star, or he'd be a what's his name that was on the cover for like 1 year and then like just
Peyton
died.
Hillis.
Peyton Hillis. No, and that's not shitting on Jim Brown at all. I think Jim Brown was great.
Yeah.
I think what it is he, when you hear him talk about it, his mentality of running the football would never hold up nowadays.
Right.
One, most of those safeties are about your size.
Yeah.
So they're going to hit you in the mouth.
Right.
And that's why he would say all the time, he goes, I don't understand why running backs run out of bounds.
Right.
You should never run out of bounds. That was a rule of mine.
Yeah.
You never ran out of bounds.
It's easy
And-
to say
no, but
when you're as big as the biggest guy in the field.
But you know who's the guy that does that in the NFL and never loses that fucking battle?
Who's that?
Fucking Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
He has that mentality. He
Yeah.
says it all the time. He's like, I don't run out of bounds. I'm
Yeah, he
running
is.
you. And it's not
And
that
the
I'm
thing
going
is,
to run
he's
you
not-
over.
he's
I'm
not
just
that-
not going to give up.
Marshawn Lynch
right.
isn't that big.
No,
in the,
he's
in
just-
the current NFL.
No, he's got the mindset of, I'm not going to give up.
Yeah, he's just a.
It's
he's
just a
beast.
bigger.
Beast mode.
It's just a like I know. It's a pussy league. Like you can't hit the
Right,
quarterback, and
You can
But
hit the running back.
it is a bigger,
Right.
stronger, faster NFL and more complex in play calling and scheme than ever before.
I was going to say, that's why, like, even like you watch the Patriots, they have like 3 running backs be getting involved because they're not really running backs. And I don't want to, that's not to
Right,
shit
they're
on like
passing
their
back.
running game,
Right.
but it's not really a
They're
running
scat
game.
backs.
Yeah, it's not a running game. It's a fucking, it's a zone right
Right.
out of the shotgun.
Right.
Although
you
Rex
got-
Burkhead runs kind of like a running back. Rex Burkhead when he
goes
runs,
does.
He goes between the tackles
I
pretty
don't-
hard,
but I'm not saying that they don't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
I
the way
agree,
that the
yeah.
offense is in the NFL in general.
Yeah.
It's all about the out of the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody lines up in power eye anymore and just fucking wants to run for 100 yards.
Right.
100 yards in the NFL is like it as a running back.
you know who does do that actually?
Who?
Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Chicago
Yeah,
Bears
Jordan
hand the ball
Howard,
off
yeah.
like 40 times a game if they
Right.
can.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, in the playoffs,
Playoffs.
yeah, but in the playoffs that works.
Right.
If you can do it,
They always say
Right.
teams that run.
Right.
They're
well,
better
or
off in
just
playoffs.
the
Or have a
ability
strong running back.
If you have
to
Tom
close a game out. Anyone who has the ability to close a game out with your running game,
or you have Tom Brady as your quarterback, you don't have to have Hall of Fame wide receivers.
right.
You just have to have a running back that can not even carry the team, make the defense tired.
Right, yeah.
That's what it really is. Tiring out those defensive linemen, because that's changing in the NFL.
Right.
The defensive tackles are getting to be, and it's sad to say, oh well, he's 290 pounds instead of 330.
Right, but they're
like
thinning
Ted
out.
Jones, Ted Washington.
Right.
Wilfork.
Right.
They're dinosaurs in the NFL.
Right.
There's
Yeah,
guys
there's
that
not
are
a pure
big.
nose tackle,
Yeah,
really,
there's
in
no
this
guy
one.
that's just
Yeah.
like he's going to eat up 2 blocks.
Instead, they're like Aaron Donald, who's
Or like
like
Gerald McCoy. Or
they're just
whatever,
like solid muscle.
yeah,
Right,
they're 6'3", 6'2",
Right.
and they're 285 pounds,
Yeah.
solid muscle,
Instead
and they
of
can run.
330 with fat on them,
Yeah,
they're
and they can-
285
and they
of
can,
just
and they can run like a
strength.
4.7.
Yeah,
Right.
and speed. And
They look
athleticism.
they're like Michael
You ever seen
Strahan
Aaron,
just playing inside.
You ever seen Aaron Donald without his shirt off? You ever watched?
It's a house.
Yeah, they
crazy.
what was it? All or Nothing, or I think it was All or Nothing.
No,
There's
he was. Didn't they do?
the television show All or Nothing. They did. The second season was with the Rams,
no, I thought they did. Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
they also did
Tough Enough, not Tough Enough.
Yeah, it was Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks the same year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they show Aaron Donald doing the ping pong thing. He takes his shirt
Yeah.
off. He's just
He's huge.
He's chiseled.
It's
You know
like
who was
barely-
really big like that? Like low key? Benjamin Watson.
oh yeah.
He's jacked.
Fucking jacked,
Yeah.
dude. Like, and he didn't.
He's
look
also
so
the
much
same
while
guy
running
that.
around.
Yeah, you know what his defining moment of his career is?
Tracking down Champ Bailey.
There you go.
Yeah, at the one, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
was
that's
insane,
but
dude.
that's
That's
insane
insane.
how fast he was.
Yeah.
He's
He
still
was-
playing.
oh,
by
God.
That was
way.
the
Yeah, he's on the Saints.
No,
Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was in the
He
Saints.
wasn't. Yeah.
That was the big argument at Thanksgiving. Like between
Yeah.
No,
what the
like my
game
d-
is now.
No,
And the thing is,
my dad does that too. But my dad's quarterback. You think about that. He's like Terry Bradshaw would be horrible in this league.
Yeah.
course.
He can't do anything. I'm
And
like,
all
yeah.
those quarterbacks back then, like I have like Eli Manning numbers where in 2012 Eli Manning had 19 touchdowns,
Terry
27
Bradshaw.
picks.
Terry Bradshaw will tell you he was terrible.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, he'll tell you.
He will. I've heard him talk.
I can't throw that.
He'll tell you he was bad.
Right. I
The-
mean,
He also had Lynn Swan.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
met Lynn Swan.
and the thing is, my uncle was like, well, not the 72 Dolphins.
The 76ers?
The 85 Bears.
Yeah.
He's like, if the 85 Bears played in today's league, they would dominate too. I was like, no. They ran a 46 defense. If you ran a 46 defense against Tom Brady,
Right.
he would destroy you.
Right, yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter
yeah.
who you have on the other side.
Right.
You cannot sit in a 46 defense against
day,
Tom Brady
right.
No.
and expect to win the game.
Right.
But I
No
think
way.
you could be
If
if you had nowadays talent. You can't
Take the talent from then and put
then
it out.
because they're physically different.
Right.
And this back then,
I think
you got to think that.
I
and
still think
that's-
if you took nowadays talent and ran a 46 defense, Tom Brady would destroy you.
I think if you
would.
run,
You would
I
have to
think-
mix it in. You would have
Right,
to.
yeah,
you would,
yeah.
like they ran primarily a 46 defense.
I think
Yeah.
if you run any defense all day against the Patriots, you're screwed. Like,
Yeah, you can't.
If you
Well,
run a
that's why
cover
they-
2 all day, you're
that's why
screwed.
they're
If you
so
run-
good
you
against-
have to mix it up.
That's why they're so good against Dan Quinn.
Right.
Because Dan Quinn plays cover 3 zone.
Right.
And he does it almost all the time. Like
Yeah.
Patriots are a very week to week game plan. Like they can completely change their
They
team
shapeshift, yeah.
from week to week. Whereas Dan Quinn runs cover
What he
3
runs
zone
all the time. Right. Yeah.
all the time. When he was in Seattle, all they ran was cover 3 zone.
Well, it was like back in.
That's why when the Super Bowl, Brady got off to a bad start because he was expecting cover 3 zone and they ran man
Right.
with the cover 1 robber.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, "Wait, what?
What the fuck? Yeah, this is different.
This is
Yeah,
not
right.
cover 3 zone."
Yeah.
Like obviously Brady
They figure it out.
figured it
Yeah,
out,
right,
but
right.
it caught him by
Took a
surprise because they were like, "Dan Quinn doesn't run man cover robber,
Right.
like cover 1 robber. He runs cover 3 zone."
Yeah.
It was like in the early 2000s and even in the late 2000s with you had Tampa,
The Tampa 2 defense.
Tampa 2, and then
Yeah.
the Bears themselves started running it when they had what's his name Urlacher.
Yeah.
They had Urlacher and Briggs.
Never
Right.
forget Urlacher Tom Brady, juked him on his shoes.
He's the greatest juke ever.
Looked him dead in the eyes.
It's still I just saved that video and just YouTube link replied anytime someone says Tom Brady's a pussy and afraid to get hit. I was like, oh yeah, does that look
Boom.
like a pussy to you?
Like a pussy to you?
I mean,
I think it was like an agreed upon in the eyes thing. Like you're gonna slide, right, Tom? So I don't have to do this. And Tom was like,
I got you. Yeah.
He's like,
hit him
yeah,
hit him with the okie doke. Yeah, of course.
yeah, I'm gonna slide. He even the way he stepped, the first step
Looked like it was a
made
slide.
it look like he was gonna slide, and then he was like, nope.
And dipped his way out of town. I liked it. So we got
Urlacher was like that fucker.
we have the Bill Parcells Bills this week. The non Bill Parcells employed Bills this week coming up. What do you think?
I think they're a team destitute.
T-Mobile's back.
I think
that doesn't help
The
him. Not
Peterman
because I don't,
experiment failed.
I don't think he's bad by any
Mobile.
means.
Oh, right.
I think they taking him out and then deciding, oh, okay, well, the other guys now that he threw 5 interceptions, we're going to put you back in.
Big win against the melting Chiefs.
Yeah,
The Chiefs are
they're on a downfall for
It-
some.
and
fucking
down-
reason.
Downfall.
Blows.
downfall.
Indy
It might
blows.
be free fall. The Chiefs are in.
Yeah.
They are approaching free fall speeds. If you dropped them off the Empire State Building, they would kill someone they landed on.
Yep.
It is.
I mean, you drop any
terrible
person off the
second
Empire
half
State
coach.
Building.
Did you
it will
know?
kill someone.
Did you know the penny thing is not true?
No, I know. It will hurt.
It'll hurt, but it won't kill you. Drop a penny.
It'd have
off the
to
Empire
hit you
State Building.
perfectly. It'd have to hit
Because
someone
there's
perfectly.
there's wind resistance from the flat penny. It would actually slow it down. It wouldn't actually achieve free fall.
The only way you'd be able to do it is if you
would need
somehow
a vacuum.
convince it
Yeah.
to stay.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going really off topic here.
But yes, they are.
I've been doing this all day. I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to have this argument.
They are in free fall. No, it was on MythBusters. It's like a proven fact that it won't kill you. But
Did they do it?
yeah, they did.
They took a penny off the Empire State Building?
Yeah, no,
They
they
did,
did.
actually. I'm not
no, they
joking.
did.
Yeah.
And it just hit them? Like no padding, no nothing?
No, I'm sure they
No, they put like something down there that like
they use that fake
mat-
dummy with
yeah,
the
the gel and stuff.
gel.
And they can tell you like how much it actually hits
Like
out.
pounds of pressure. Yeah, it's like the sports science thing. Yeah, I
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah. Do you like that, dude?
Sports science?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like sports science. It's fun. I think it's pointless, but it's fun.
No, do
I
you
like
like
the
one
sports
where
science one about Deflategate,
I
where
like
he
this- yeah,
proved
yeah.
that it was like inconsequential completely.
I like
Do you like
the
the
one
one-
about Rondo's hands.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm sure you did.
I did, yeah.
Did you like the
Rondo's
one?
hands.
I was gonna say similar. Did you like the one where they did like I think it was like Larry Fitzgerald, and they showed like what his like span of
yeah,
jumping
yeah.
is, and I'm like, yes, because everyone can catch in all those directions.
Yeah.
Like no,
I like the power of the grung spike one.
I like
that was fun.
I like the one they did with Chad Johnson,
His
where they showed
footwork.
his footwork and how fast he can turn
Yeah,
around.
that was actually
Yeah.
really
yeah,
interesting.
like
Yeah,
no wonder he's actually really good
Yeah.
because actually. Is it Edelman's book where he talks about Chad Johnson,
Johnson,
and how
yeah,
fast
yeah,
he can turn
yeah.
around? Like
Yeah.
what he was, the thing he was really good at
Yeah.
was the comeback
It was
route.
a comeback route, yeah, because his footwork was
Yeah.
stellar. Yeah.
It's just like I think that's what he made most of his money on was the fact that he could do that comeback route like better than anyone in the NFL.
I'll never forget when
He turns like it's
On a
like
dime,
less
yeah.
than a second,
It's
and he's
crazy.
turned the other way.
I'll never forget Carson Palmer talking about Chad Johnson. They were like, you guys have a great relationship. Or he says, yeah, and I guess it's kind of just like chemistry. And they're like, yeah. He says, well, I mean, like, I don't know how to say this, but he's never where he's supposed to be. And then they're like, what? And he's like, he just like finds an open area, and
Yeah.
it's just like you can just kind of see it. You know what I mean? So I know where he's going. He's like, but he probably hasn't ran a play in God knows how long.
that's probably why Brady and him didn't click.
Yeah, and then he comes, and then I remember that came up when he came to the Patriots, and it was like, oh yeah, he didn't know the playbook there either. You know what I mean? And then with Tom Brady, it's not like,
Well, it's not even
hey,
Tom
I'm
Brady;
roaming
it's
free.
Belichick.
Yeah, right.
He's
right.
not going to take that either.
But even like he'd be on the field, and even if he's like, "Hey, I'm going," and Brady's like, "Fuck that! I don't know. You're
what
not
that
supposed
is.
to be
Yeah.
there." Like, I
Yeah,
don't know what
the
that
thing
is.
they always say about Tom Brady is it's like, hey, if you're supposed to run like a 7-yard out, it better
Right.
be 7 yards, not
yeah.
6,
6.5,
not 8,
7.5. Right.
It better be 7.
He's very meticulous. So yeah, the game's coming up. I'm not worried. Someone, I think it was Nick Wright.
They're
No.
definitely the second best team in the AFC East. Like it's not even close.
For sure. Yeah.
And they're one. I think they're.
A top 8 AFC team.
I think they should be in the playoffs. If they didn't,
Peterman experiment.
if they didn't run the Peterman experiment, I think they win that game.
I think what's going to hurt them is that they have 2 games against the Patriots.
Yeah.
You know
What
what
are
I
they
mean?
sitting at right now?
I think they're 6-5.
6 and 6 after
They're either
this
6
week.
and 5, 5 and 6. They're around there, like in that. The last week, I know the Ravens were 5 and 5 and were the 6th seed, and the Bills won this week, so they're either 5 and 6 or 6. They both were 5 and 5, or they were 4 and 6. You know what I mean? But either way, they won. So
they're 6 and 5.
6 and 5. Yeah.
So they'll be 6 and 6. I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like, but they do have to play the Pats twice. So,
So
they'll-
at least
at
6 and
least 9 and
losses,
7.
right? Yeah.
Right now, New England is obviously
9 and 2.
is the number 1.
Yeah.
You got Pittsburgh in the north
Isn't
at
Pittsburgh
they're 9 and 2.
aren't they technically the 1 seed for some other
Yeah.
reason?
Yeah, they have like one tiebreaker or something like that. Then you have Tennessee in the south.
Can you click the playoff picture?
Yeah, Pittsburgh 1. They're 9 and 2. New England's 9 and 2. Tennessee's 3, 7 and 4. Kansas City is 4th. They're 6 and 5.
The Chargers are going to win that division. Is that weird?
It's weird.
The Chargers are going to win that.
True,
I think they
though.
are.
Jacksonville is 5th. They're 7 and 4. Baltimore 6 and 5.
Yeah, they're both 6.
They're the 6th seed, and 7 and 8. 7 is Buffalo at 6 and 5, and Cincinnati is 5 and 6. Your Chargers are 9th with 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And Oakland is 5 and 6.
All they
So
gotta
the
do is win that
South, so the
division.
West is like wide open. Whoever really
Right.
wants it.
I think the Chargers will win that division.
If they win the
They'll-
division, then yeah,
They've been coming
get a
on
home
lately.
game, which is crazy.
Denver
Think about the
3
Bills.
and 8.
Ugh.
And
Think
it's
about the
gonna get
Bills.
worse.
6 and 5, the 7th seed, whatever.
They're
you know,
tied.
yeah,
They're tied for 6.
If you didn't play Peterman, who knows?
You could be 7 and 4.
You could be the 5 seed.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Cleveland only 9 games back from Pittsburgh.
Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So, why don't we? Fucking Cleveland. Speaking of Cleveland, let's get into the prediction for this week.
To me, all you gotta do is make a decision. That's it.
Take a look inside my crystal ball.
Those goddamn Browns, huh?
Yeah, no, they cost me.
All right. Who the fuck won?
So Joe doesn't know,
I don't know still.
and he's just extremely assuming that I won it because I just keep saying how excited I am. And this is 2 weeks in a row. The score for the Pats game has decided who won.
I know I didn't win because he said it came down to Monday Night Football, and I guessed that.
I just wrote that it would make it a tiebreaker.
Wait, so the score determined the game?
Yep, decided the week again.
Fuck, I think I had a bad score.
Oh, that's right.
Again.
We talked about that.
So what the score was 35-17.
Yeah.
I guess 27-6. You guessed 37-13.
You have the closest score.
You have the closest score.
Joe, congratulations.
Yes! I was like, oh, Aaron, because Aaron said in the group thing, he's like, oh, that Monday Night Football game, eyes. I was like, I guessed the wrong one.
Right.
Because I was going to change to the Ravens, and I held it on the Texans.
Yeah. I see. I didn't even watch the game. So
Yeah,
then when you were like big game last night, I was like, the Celtics lost. What are we talking about? Just like, wait, what the fuck?
No, was it? So I got the Browns obviously wrong. I got the Chiefs wrong.
I got the Bills
You got the
right.
Bills right.
That was a good call.
And we all got the Jags wrong. That's what cost me.
Yeah.
So essentially, the Browns cost me
Browns
again. The Browns browned.
The
I told you guys the Browns Browning was going to.
Dave
I took
got
the Bengals.
I
took the Bengals.
You got the Lions wrong. You got the Chiefs wrong. The Jets wrong.
That game pisses me off so
you
much.
got-
They were up with 3 minutes left.
I almost
They're up
counted the Rams Saints game against you, Joe,
because you had the
because
Redskins.
you had the Redskins.
I had the Ramskins.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I had it written down.
Yeah, I saw remember I
Redskins
took a
half
picture?
wrong. That still should count. It's a half
It
wrong.
was a half wrong. It's like a tie. It's like a half a right, half a wrong.
But yeah, so we both got 3 wrong, Joe. You just got the score closer.
nice.
You went over, but
I
you
was
got the
actually pretty fucking
closer
close
score.
on that score.
You were.
What?
You know what my score guess was?
Dave was off by 1.
The score was 35-17, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
and you were 34-16.
And 34-16. I was 1 point off each way.
That was like
And
me
what
of the
was
Super
I?
Bowl.
37?
37-13.
So you were 2 points and 4 points.
Yeah. All right.
I was fucking 1 point. I'm like,
I just went under.
I'm
I was
watching
just
the
like
game.
going low.
Pats win. I'm like, if the fucking Jets pull this off, I'm in good shape, right? So I was like, now all I got to
Yeah, you
do
got
is
5
I got to
wrong,
hope
dude.
Saints. I got to hope Saints and Jets, and then that's it. I'm like, then I know I'm in good shape there. So I'm like, he's got the Bills, and all of a sudden the Bills actually win. I'm like, fuck the Bills. Oh my God. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, fine. I still got the Jets.
Fuck the
I
Bills.
was like, we'll balance each other out. And then fucking Carolina scores 15 points in like 2 minutes, and I was like,
Yep.
what? Why? And then fucking and the Jets get the ball. They make it 27-32. Carolina has the ball. They fucking 3 and out their way. Or no, they make it 35-27, get a field goal. And I'm like, here we go. Jets ball, 19 seconds, Chad McCown, let's do this. Tie it up. Don't give a fuck about Jets football. Gave a shit this week. And then watch him incomplete, game over. And I was like, oh, well, okay. All right.
Do you
Real
like
nice.
Colin Cowherd?
I like Colin Cowherd a lot as a broadcast guy. Like as a
Yeah.
I think his
Like-
cadence, everything about him, I think is really good. His opinions, I don't always agree with, but I think he does a great job presenting his points.
Because I've been listening to his show a lot lately, and I like Colin Cowherd. I actually like Colin Cowherd, and I like Fox Sports 1 has actually been doing a pretty good job.
Fox
'cause
Sports 1 does.
I like that new Nick Wright, Chris Carter show.
Yes.
Even though I can't stand Nick Wright half the time, I think
Right.
his opinions are awful. Like, I like the dynamic between the two
I
of
do
them.
too. Yeah.
So, but Colin Cowherd was talking about that Panthers-Jets game.
Yeah.
And he was like, Cam Newton was awful.
Right.
And the Panthers still managed to win.
Yeah.
Like, he has the best record ever of any quarterback when they throw for less than a 70 quarterback rating, which is really hard to do.
It's
Like,
really
you have
bad.
to
Yeah,
suck.
Yeah, real bad. That's crazy. No, Cowherd and Nick Wright, I think the reason I like both of them is because I think they do a really good job presenting their argument. Like,
Yeah.
they're really clear, they're really well spoken. And, like, did you hear Nick Wright's rant about the Steelers are the best team in the AFC?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's gotten to the point with Nick Wright where I'm like, I hate that guy. I think he does a really good job at his job, but
Yeah.
I hate him.
But that's his job. His job is for you to hate him.
Right.
He's Skip
become the
Bayless.
bad guy. Right. Yeah. Yep. So,
He's a
but
better Skip Bayless.
He's a much better Skip Bayless.
yeah.
Right.
Skip.
'Cause-
He's Skip Bayless with like almost less hot takes. Like
'cause
He's a
like-
young.
they aren't
he's
insane.
young.
yeah.
That's what he is.
Right.
Like when you listen to Skip Bayless, as much as he still wants to like, and he's in great shape.
Right. Oh yeah.
Stephen A. used to say it all the time. Like you could beat me in a race. Like you are physically in shape.
Yeah.
He's just an old man at this
You ever
point.
watch his Facebook lives? He's like,
No.
Oh, okay. Like he like wears it. I don't know. Like he's just. It's like he's on TV all the time. It's kind of weird.
And Skip Bayless's takes he doesn't have like a
his is
an okay take. It's always like all the way as far
I know one of those guys.
Insane as it can be.
Me?
I know one of those guys.
You think
and it holds hard on it.
Hot Take Dave?
Yeah. Oh, Hot Take Dave holds hard on that.
I don't know.
Nick Wright has some hot takes, but they aren't like Skip Bayless hot.
No.
I just think isn't he the one that's like a huge LeBron nut?
Yeah, he's the
he is that is like, the worst thing about Nick Wright is that he.
Wait a minute. For the record, Aaron switched his vote, pissing me off in the line. So let that stay. And Joe chimed in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I did because the reason why I didn't read it, I just like not wet.
Yeah.
I don't want to be wet.
Don't like that. All right, we won't do that here, but it's just if you follow our group on Facebook.
Anyway. All right. So the games that are actually happening this week.
Yes.
That we can make a decision on.
Here we go.
All right. So the Thursday night game. Is it the last game of November? Last game of November.
Yep.
Yes.
Redskins at the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys are Chiefs level of free fall, so I'm going with the Redskins.
I'm going to go Redskins there too.
Okay. So
did the left tackle play last week?
I think he did.
Yeah.
And they
didn't
still
matter. Didn't matter.
Didn't
I
matter.
said it. Wouldn't matter. Yeah, I think they're real bad.
So
and I also owe you a sincere apology. Dak Prescott is not as good as I thought he was.
No.
He's not. And I really thought, I was like, he's the guy. He's it. You know what I mean? Like, the quarterback's the most important position in the world.
Like, I still think, I'm not like...
I'm not saying he's horrible.
He's a terrible quarterback.
No.
He's young, but that team revolves around Zeke.
It goes when Zeke goes. Yeah, for sure. What do you got? Redskins or Cowboys?
Oh, I'm gonna.
Aaron's like, I don't know yet.
No, I'm gonna pick up a win here. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
All right.
Okay.
So
is that in Jerry? Is that in Jerry
At
as well?
Dallas?
Yes.
At Dallas.
I don't think that matters, but
Pats at the Bills.
I'm gonna go Pats. I'll go first here.
Hot take, Dave.
Patriots win. 33. No, that's too much. 34.
Wait, what?
I was thinking there's too many field goals.
Oh.
34. 16. Is that the same score I had last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, it served you well last
Let's run
week.
it again.
You were really close.
Let's run it again.
I'm going Pats.
Yeah.
I'm going 35-7.
Okay.
35-7.
All right.
I just think the Bills, what they did with their quarterback is fuck them.
Right.
Their scheme, their whole concept is just toast. I think he's going to blaze his way out of town. And good for him.
T-Mobile?
Yep.
What do you mean by blaze, though?
No, I think like he's going to get out. Like I think when he leaves town, he's just going to be like, good. I don't want to be with that fucking piece of shit that's in the backfield. I want to fucking go play somewhere where they're actually going to play me.
Right.
And actually have some, receivers that don't retire.
Yeah.
Are you insinuating that he has a problem with LaShawn McCoy?
No, I do.
Oh.
So, he's a piece of shit to
But
Aaron.
you spoke as T-Mobile.
Yeah.
So
In
you
the-
are
in the
insinuating.
moment.
No, okay. So I think LaShawn McCoy is a piece of shit because he beats his wife.
I don't want to play with that guy that Aaron thinks is a piece of shit.
He actually brought out the list. He's like, oh, yeah, LaShawn's on there. I got to
He's
go.
on it. He's on Aaron's list.
See?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to go Pats, obviously, and I'm going to go... You know what? I'm buying into the Buffalo defense somewhat.
Yeah.
I think after they traded that guy, I was like, what the fuck?
So I'm going to go Pats. 27, Buffalo 10.
It's a good score.
Yeah.
I think Tom Brady's going for 40 touchdowns this year. So he's going to need at least 3 from here on out every game. So
He could, in my prediction, he could still do that. 21.
yeah, right, yeah.
So it's 3
Yeah, 2
touchdowns
field goals.
and
Yep,
2 field
yep.
goals.
I just think they're going to be.
See, I just think he's going to have a game like towards the end of the season, someone else is just going to be a dumpster fire, and he's just going to go like 5.
You want to know?
Yeah. That might be Buffalo.
You know what?
Yeah.
It might go
Tom
nuts.
Brady is so good. I actually get it's a ridiculous amount of mad when he throws an interception.
I feel the
It
same
is
way.
like it is so like even it's the most inconsequential interception ever. It could mean dick to the game,
Right.
And I'm just like, God, motherfucker,
Yeah.
God damn it!
So
Why
pissed.
did you throw a pick?
I'm like, I want him to be 35-2.
I
like,
want
all
him to
year.
not
Yeah,
have
yeah.
any interception.
But is it because of the?
It's the same reason
is it
I can't
because of-
play as the Pats in Madden, because if I throw a pick as Tom Brady, restart the game.
I'm
Restart the
I'm
game.
oh my god, I'm the same.
When I try and do
fucking
like
way.
a Madden season, and I'm like, I'm gonna play as the stock Pats. I drop back, and I'll have a great game, and I'll throw one interception. All right, restart.
Restart. I can't do it.
All right,
He
restart.
He doesn't
I don't think
deserve
I've ever
that.
gotten by the second game in
He
Madden.
doesn't deserve that.
Yep.
That's what I think all the time. He doesn't deserve this. That's not realistic. Yeah.
See, he goes out there, throws an interception. You guys play a game, throw an interception, and throw for 5. You're like, nope, restart. He still gave up, and I still give. You know what it is with Brady? When I don't get as mad as obviously as you guys do, but I just look and I go, it's usually like you already threw 2 passes in this game that looked like you didn't even fucking care where you threw it, and then when he throws an interception, you're like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? You're still going to end with like 80% fucking completion.
Right.
But fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Like,
of
what
his
are you doing?
interceptions are just like,
So real.
Yeah, where were you throwing on that one?
Right.
I don't mind if he's throwing up the ball to like Gronk,
Right,
and it
right.
gets like tipped.
Well, that's one of-
after he's trying to catch it.
That's another dumb.
one of
rule
them's
to
not
me,
a
too.
tip, but the one he has one interception that was like a deep pass to Brandon Cooks down the middle, and he just underthrew it, and he was in like it was like Brandon Cooks and then 2 guys trailing,
Yeah.
and he underthrew it. And
Was
the
that the
guy,
Panthers game?
It might have been.
I think it was the Panthers pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be.
this
All right.
pick the guy just jumped the route.
Oh yeah, no, it was a good play. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the double pick by Gilmore and Harmon? Fought for. Harmon comes
So
away with
funny.
it.
I watched the game not at my house.
Yeah.
And I had made a comment that someone said something like, "Oh, it'd be nice to get another Patriots interception," and I was like, "Well, Harmon's the closer."
Right.
So,
It's true.
like
We talked
like
about that all the
at
time.
Yeah, no,
halftime
he's
or whatever.
good. Yeah.
So, like right when the game's about to end, he throws a pick.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, who was it?" And the kid I was watching he started dying laughing. He was like, "It was fucking Harmon." I was
Yeah.
like, "He's the closer."
Him and Gilmore both caught at the same time.
Yeah, but I'm glad
And
they
then Harmon ripped away.
I'm glad Harmon ripped it
from-
away
yeah,
because
yeah.
it fits the narrative.
Yeah.
He's the closer.
Harmon is the closer. It's true.
I think he's the next guy after Chong.
Yeah, I think so too. Harmon reminds me a lot of like, not Rodney Harrison in play style, but like the takeaway version.
Yeah.
Like, you know how Rodney would always get the pick. Like he had that stretch
Or-
of like 7 straight playoff games with the takeaway or whatever. Harmon reminds me of like a guy that could have a streak like that too. It's
Harmon-
like every time he just
I
gets a
like
big pick.
I
in a
like
big
the
spot.
idea of all 3 of them playing.
I like the rotation too.
I like when McCourty, Harmon, and Chung are on the field because I think they should just move Chung into the box and play like that money backer,
Yeah.
like linebacker, safety hybrid with him.
Harmon's low key. Like,
So
really, really good
we
player.
should have talked about this when we talked about the Patriots.
Yeah, it's true.
Because
Oh,
we've
okay,
gotten
okay,
two,
yeah, it
we've
came
gotten
up.
2 games done.
Yeah.
This
All
always
right.
kind of happens.
Yeah.
Vikings at the
2001.
Falcons.
2001 New England Patriots, Minnesota Vikings. Vikings win. Case Keenum is the 2001 Tom Brady.
If you're saying they win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna fight,
I'm saying-
fight your beard off.
My new prediction halfway through the year
Yeah.
is Vikings Patriots Super Bowl. We see the first ever team.
Tom Brady versus Tom Brady.
We see the first ever team hosting the Super Bowl play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we brought that up
Vikings
last week.
make it. Vikings make it.
I'm going
I
they
think
sputter
Philly is pretenders.
Philly's pretenders for sure.
Philly is pretenders. They are 10-1, and 9 of their wins are against teams that are currently under 500.
Yeah.
So
On that
fuck
note-
Philly.
on that
Minnesota's
note,
gonna win.
I'm taking the Falcons.
I'm gonna take the Falcons.
Oh yeah, pick the broken Falcons. I'll take the win. Case Keenum, 2001 Tom Brady.
You know that means he wins the Super Bowl.
Well, no. Well, to
no,
be honest,
no,
it does
it
scare me a little because the
It does.
Patriots fit the bill of the 2001 Rams.
Yeah.
They really do.
Right.
Difference is they were like dominant all year, whereas the Patriots like limped into like dominance.
All I'm saying is I'm pretty sure the Rams that year only lost 2 games until the Super Bowl.
Only lost 2 games. Kurt Warner led in all major passing
Yup,
stats.
yup. This is. Are we about to see a Vikings dynasty?
Oh man. Case Keenum.
There's 2 things though.
Who would
'Cause
have thought? Who would have thought? Teddy Bridgewater goes down. We trade the house for Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford goes down. Case Keenum.
Exactly.
Brings it up. Yeah.
Case Keenum
Yeah.
both became quarterbacks after injury.
Yep. You're in, huh?
Both had really good defenses
So
on all three levels.
I don't know.
Lions at the Ravens. It's a big one for Dave.
I thought I heard Stafford was hurt.
Yeah, he said that. I think they said he's playing this week, though.
Then I'm going with the Lions. If Stafford plays, I'm
Also
going with the
going to
Lions.
take the Lions, but the Ravens defense
Ravens defense is cool. Their offense
is bad.
Might be a peewee football offense.
Right. I'm also going to go Lions.
Then their running back, what's his name?
Woodhead?
Collins.
Oh, Alex Collins.
He's Collins. He didn't practice today.
Oh, okay.
So Woodhead.
Oh, Woodhead it is. Oh, he's back.
Play
this
him
week, right?
Play him in fantasy.
back. Last week.
Play him in
last week,
fantasy.
Yeah. Yep. Nice. Yeah.
Play him in fantasy.
There's
People.
your extra point. Right
Yeah.
there.
No, I don't remember if you mentioned him. I just happened. He's also what's his name wasn't hurt when you did your podcast.
It's getting to the point now when I do my podcast. It's like, you guys know how to play fantasy football. Like, what do you need? It's like we're almost done
At
with
this
the season.
point, yeah.
Like, cool. You're gonna listen to my advice. You know what I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
I've been telling you the same thing all year.
Play him. Don't play him.
Yeah,
So here's the one where Joe's really going to lose. The Niners at the Bears.
I'm going with the
I'm
Niners.
going Niners too. Jimmy G train all day.
Although it does scare me because the Bears love to run the ball. They'll run the ball 9 million times if they can. And the San Francisco 49ers, to say they're bad against running the ball, like they have bad rushing defense, is like almost
understatement.
offensive to people who have bad running defenses.
Right.
That's how bad they are.
So you didn't have to talk me into it. I already wrote down the Bears.
But I'm gonna go with my boy.
Yeah, no, he's
my guy.
I
I'm actually more excited for the 49ers game this
you are the
week
Patriots?
than for the Patriots. Like, I'm expecting the Patriots to
he
win.
just reminds me of one of those guys that like everybody like and
galloping
there's
chicken?
and everybody loves him. And then I'm just gonna watch like 2 weeks from now him just get fucking clipped, and it's gonna be like a Joe Theismann situation,
like Matt Castle.
where it
might
just
be
his
true.
leg gets like ripped off of him, and
That
I'm gonna
could
be
be
like,
100% true.
holy shit!
Right. I think he's a talented quarterback. But yeah, if he gets hurt, he gets hurt.
Hey,
Like,
right now,
I can't do anything
100%
about
completion percentage
that. Right.
and a touchtouchon. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
He has a 50% touchdown rate and a 100% completion percentage.
Check that out. Okay.
Can we run a per 36 with Jimmy Garoppolo? What's his stats?
Bucks at the Packers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Okay. All right. Thanks. Yep. I was wondering.
at the Green Bay
Giannis
Packers.
has 7
I
touchdowns.
was held up here. Yeah.
And Jameis Winston's back.
Winston's back.
I'm gonna go.
Eat that W.
He's gonna go. I think
So I watched that video.
so awkward.
That is not even awkward. I would look at it. I played with a guy
So
that was
uncomfortable.
stupid like that.
Yeah.
I would look at him and just go, "Fuck you," and just
Right.
walk away. Like
Eat
you're,
that
you're
W.
not,
Dumb.
you
Get
don't
that
motivate me at all.
Right. That was so bad. I think James Winston is gonna eat the W, and they're gonna be the Green Bay Packers.
I don't know. Is this the Packers we just saw? This is why Nick Wright's thing about the Steelers being the best team in the AFC is retarded. Because they literally almost lost to the Green Bay Packers without Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Like they needed a last-second field goal to win.
Right.
That being said, if we see the same Green Bay Packers, they very easily beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All that being said, I'm picking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I've just seen them play up and down too much.
Yeah, you don't
Too
know what Green
wild
Bay
and
Packers is
consistent.
going to be.
Right. I'm going Bucks.
Wow. All right, Packers.
All right.
You going with Packers?
Yeah, I wrote these all down before you
Yeah,
got before you walked in the door. Colts at the Jags.
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 Yeah, me too. I'm not. There's no.
As much as I like Jacoby Brissett, I just think that defense is too
Yeah, the
real.
Jags are too good right now.
They just dropped.
I just
a
don't
game.
think Brissett has
Did they
enough
just lose
around
a
him.
game though?
The Jags just lost last week to.
Tennessee? No.
You said we all lost to the Jag. We all lost the Jags game.
Yeah. Oh, the Cardinals.
Yeah, with Blaine Gabbert at quarterback.
That was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, it was weird. That was a weird game.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah. Chalk it up to an any given Sunday.
Yeah. No, it is.
Like, yeah.
No such thing when you're a Pats fan.
What was it? I saw a meme.
I watched the Browns and Peyton Hillis beat the Patriots. I do believe in any given Sunday.
We don't talk about that.
Broncos at the Dolphins. This is the bad game.
Simeon's back at quarterback, so I'm going with the Broncos.
Is Talib suspended or anything?
1 game,
No, 2. They both got 2.
and they both got him dropped down to 1.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Appealed and down to 1. Fuck Talib, by the way.
Yeah.
He's a punk. Why are you snatching someone's chain? Like,
Yeah.
it's not your property.
Right.
And I agree. Crabtree should have punched him more.
Right. No, Talib's a punt. He's an idiot.
That being said, I'm going to pick the Dolphins.
Going Dolphins.
They're at home. I just think Broncos.
Yeah, they're a really
It's
inept
really
team.
weird. The Broncos are weird because I'm still expecting their defense to
play
be
really well.
the Broncos.
Yeah.
And they
Who
just
won? The Raiders or the Broncos?
the
last week?
Raiders beat the shit out of them. I'm pretty sure.
What did they give up? Do you know? Score? Anyone?
No, I don't remember the score off the
That's
top
all
of
right.
my
I
head.
just did. No, that doesn't matter.
I think it was like 20 something to.
A lot. They've given up a lot of
Yeah,
points.
they haven't been the Broncos defense. But I
don't
feel
think,
like
I don't
it's
think
like
the
one
Dolphins'
of,
offense is good.
yeah, I
either.
feel like it's one of those things where it's like any moment they could click and become the Broncos.
I'm going to say
defense again.
Broncos. I'm going to say Broncos. I just don't think. I think that watching the Dolphins this week, it's like this is one inept fucking franchise. Like they're the worst. It may be a personal vendetta. I'm going Broncos.
You do hate the
I
Dolphins.
fucking hate them.
Is it because Don Shula was like really shitty when the Pats were
Oh, of course.
undefeated?
I've always hated those guys.
21 to 14.
Yeah.
14. Yeah, that's got to be like
You only
multiple
scored
weeks or at
14
least.
points on the Raiders.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
It's
they
gotta be-
also played Paxton Lynch at quarterback, who I think is their worst choice at quarterback.
I wonder how many weeks in a row that is. They've given up more than 20 points.
It's a good amount. How many did the Pats hang on him? 40. The Eagles hung up 50 on them.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have to have. They must average like at least 19 points a game or whatever.
Yeah.
Dave, so who are you going to pick?
Oh, I said Broncos. I'm taking Broncos. I hate the Dolphins.
Fuck Don Shula.
Chiefs at the Jets.
Fucking Chiefs. The Chiefs are another team that's just
Yeah.
like, I know they've been awful, but this is also the team that beat the shit out of the Pats.
I think Andy Reid is a horrible second half of the season coach.
I think Alex Smith is a horrible second half of the season quarterback.
I think Kareem Hunt hit the rookie wall.
Yep. All that being said,
I'm taking the Chiefs.
fucking goddamn Jets.
I don't know. I think the Jets can play with them, but
I think it's actually a close game. I think the Chiefs win.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going the Chiefs as well.
I'm glad
Though
we
that
all.
might-
I'm glad we all went the Chiefs
Yeah.
because if there's any game
Jets
I'm
win
nervous
it.
about to pick
Yeah.
with, it's that game. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we all are going to lose that collectively.
That might be the last time I take the Chiefs this year, though.
Yeah, if
If they lose to the Jets, I'm done with them.
Imagine
them
that hot start. You beat the best team in football. You start off the hottest team in football, and then you miss the playoffs. You should fire Andy Reid if that happens.
Yeah.
like, how do you save that job?
Yeah, really.
Well, I think as much as we kind of downplayed it because they played well for like the 2 or 3 weeks after it, I think Eric Berry fucked their defense up.
Not only that,
Like they're great at stopping the run. They still have that front seven. It's their secondary, even though they have like a great corner.
Right.
And
Marcus
didn't
Peters.
they bring in oh no,
Revis.
They brought in Revis, right?
Did he play?
he did.
Yeah.
No. His first game will be against the Jets. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Chiefs. Taking the Chiefs. Definitely taking the Chiefs.
Or
He's gonna do an end around on offense.
or it's more of a reason to take the Jets.
Yeah.
If it's like Darrell Revis can't cover.
How much they rely on him depends on what's going on there, but I say Revis gets a pick in this game. Little side bet.
Hot take, Dave.
I'll take Dave.
The other thing about the Chiefs is they ran a kind of gimmicky offense that I think just tape has kind of fucked them because now people are used to it. Mm-hmm. Like when they first came out against the Patriots, like, oh look, they're running kind of like a read option and they're moving Tyreek Hill all over the fucking field and now everyone's just like, yeah, we know what you guys are gonna do. We're ready
Tyreek Hill's
for it.
going to wind up behind us.
Yeah.
So just
So
don't do that.
we're just
Whatever.
gonna stop
Yeah,
that from happening.
Yeah.
Texans at the Titans. Titans.
I agree.
Yeah, Texans just turns out they aren't good. So
Yeah, they're just not a good team.
I'm gonna go with the
You know what the
Titans.
downfall is? You know what the downfall is? Don't sleep with fucking porn stars, moron.
Who was that?
Their quarterback. A week later, fucking fucks up his leg and the season's done.
And that's because he was. Wait, what porn star did he sleep with?
What's her name? They had photos of him on Instagram at her house. The one that has her own TV show with
The Arab princess.
Mia Khalifa.
Oh, Mia Khalifa.
He was at her house. You shrug your shoulders, but like
think
Gronk
that's
Gronk
him?
did the same thing.
Yeah, and then he caught 17 touchdowns that year.
Okay. Difference is this guy got fucked up
Right,
from
yeah,
it.
yeah. I don't link the two, but
I do.
I figured you would. that makes a lot of sense to me. That's Aaron's list caliber right there.
Hey, Outside things
I
can
didn't say-
affect the game.
I didn't say Watson is on my list.
What's
I'm
the
just saying
Giants?
Mia Khalifa
No, I'm saying
is
that-
like in comparison when you
no.
look at BB Jones and fucking Mia Khalifa in porn.
Yeah.
One you need a crowbar to get off. The other one you just sleep with.
Yeah.
So what he probably had to do to get that woman going.
You did.
He probably hurt
Mia
himself.
Khalifa did porn for like 2 months.
She still had, there's tons of videos of her.
You putting
Yeah, it's not.
you not having him on the list is not a surprise. You linking a torn ACL to sleeping with a
the
porn
porn
star
star?
is a very Aaron thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
just
the same
saying.
logic
I'm
that
just
puts
saying.
people on the list.
Yeah.
That's
Just
all.
saying.
Yeah,
I think
that's all
I think it weakened that knee, man.
you linking a torn ACL.
to porn
Women
star
weaken
sex.
knees. Isn't that the saying? Women weaken knees.
Dave, it's an old
an
old
old
wives'
saying.
tale.
I don't think that is meant as literally as
Right,
you will
yeah.
tear an ACL if you sleep with a porn star.
You
I don't
know.
know. I don't know.
Gronk
saying.
injury bug all started after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A year and a half later. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll catch up to you
It's
eventually.
up to you. It'll get you
It's
one
like
day.
syphilis.
Right.
Well, you know.
Oh.
Anyway, we all picked the Titans. Here's the one. Here's the tough one.
Yeah.
The 4:05 game.
Uh-oh, here we go.
The Browns at the Chargers.
No, it's not a
Chargers.
tough one.
Chargers
Turns
win.
out
Chargers win.
you just don't pick the Browns, Aaron, and it's a really easy one.
Chargers win.
Aaron, who did you go with?
I went with the Chargers.
I was going to say. You can keep riding that Brown train. I'll take the win.
I'll take the point.
Well, here's the thing. If they weren't playing a team that's like red hot, if they were playing a team like the Chiefs where they're like almost ripe for the picking,
Yeah.
you gotta at a certain point they're gonna get a win.
I have seen no sign of life from the Browns. That's what scares me.
I would like to point out one thing. If you were going to pick the Browns any week,
No, this is the upset.
because last year the Browns went 1-15
And they
and
beat
their
the Chargers.
only win was against the Chargers. So,
That's true.
if you were going to pick the Browns,
Anyone want to?
The Chargers week.
Anyone want to hit refresh?
hell no.
Want to change it?
I think
Wanna
the
change it real quick.
Hot take, Joe. It's probably more like lukewarm. Like you started the tub and then you got distracted and you came back like a little while later.
Yeah.
The Browns
Just
will
to
be
not
the
get wet
second.
in the tub.
The Browns will be the second team ever to go 0-16.
I don't think they are. I think they're going to win one.
Who do they play the last game of the season?
That's a good
That's
question.
what matters.
That's the one that matters.
Yeah.
They might be able to get unpulled.
If they're playing like the Steelers, then maybe they win.
Yeah.
But if they have like another bottom of the barrel team, I think they go 0-16. I just think
They're probably
not.
playing like the Colts.
They go Chargers, Packers,
Loss. It's a loss.
Ravens,
Loss.
Bears,
Loss.
Steelers. Last week of the season.
no! They might win.
They might win.
They might beat the. They'll probably lose to the backup Steelers.
They'll get one.
They're gonna get one.
That's all I'm saying.
They're gonna get one.
They're
Joe.
going to get one.
I don't think they get one. I think they lose to the backup Steelers. I think they lose.
He's doubling down on
I
that
think
one.
this-
Important week.
I think the Steelers play all backups and still beat the Browns.
The 13-2, 12-3 Steelers, whatever.
Play all backups.
12-3 at that point. They would have played the Patriots. 12-3 Steelers.
You see the backup to Ben Roethlisberger, the rookie quarterback. He comes out, beats the shit out of the Browns. Not even close.
Is it still Jones?
45-7. Oh, it is still
Landry
Landry
Jones?
Jones. He's actually not that bad of
He's
a backup.
not that bad.
So he probably does beat the Browns.
Probably does. That's probably true.
No Antonio Brown, no Le'Veon Bell.
They beat the Browns.
Freaking Martavis Bryant is your lead receiver. It goes off. Beats the Browns.
Maybe was it Juju Schuster?
James Conner, Martavis Bryant.
What's his name?
Juju Schuster-Smith.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Smith-Schuster.
Shoot.
Juju
Had it.
Smith-Schuster.
I can do Giannis Antetokounmpo.
But you can't do Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's what I'm proud about. That's a tough one.
so-
So, yeah, Chargers easy.
Okay. Yeah, so we all went Chargers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe, you didn't get an easy win here. Damn it. So to start the 4:25 games,
Yep.
Panthers at the Saints.
Saints.
Yeah, it's Saints at home.
Saints.
I'm riding the Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Saints. Number 2 running back in all fantasy
that.
football.
You threw that name out there like did it hit?
Yeah.
Like you wanted.
Did anyone realize I
had
replaced the A with an O?
You had a face like Camaro. Like anyone?
Well, what year
anyone?
Camaro?
Camaro. You see what I did there?
So, like, what year Camaro? That's the real question.
69.
Yeah, there you go. Like a real one.
Orange with black racing stripes. My dad had that car.
Wow.
69 Camaro.
A lot of.
Orange with black racing
I
stripes.
almost said something really inappropriate, but let that ride. Just.
You had sex in the back of a 68
I was gonna say,
Camaro?
I was like, bag a lot of puss. I was like, that's his mom. Like, that's just like, we're talking about his father.
Bag a lot of puss.
That is.
He had a mullet.
In the 80s, so he was just slinging.
He was
Yeah,
shredded with a mullet. He had the zigzags cut in the side.
Oh,
He wore
wow.
the Zumba pants or whatever.
So he was
he
essentially
was.
the boss.
Oh my God.
He was the
He had that,
boss?
cut off fucking.
Yeah, he was the boss.
Oh, he
the
was the
boss.
boss with a 69 Camaro.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
His dad forced him to sell it because he got in too much trouble with it.
I think I'd smash.
Still my dad, Dave. Now, you know, the too
it's
much
weird. I'm
puss
sorry.
thing,
I
you
thought I-
had to find the line. You
thought
did.
I-
You were like, did I not hit the line with it? Oh, nope,
thought I
I
broke-
gotta go reach it.
Sorry, thought I broke down the fourth wall there. Thought it was good.
Nope.
Nope.
He listens to this podcast, so hi, Dad.
Good luck. Yeah.
Next
Next time.
Sorry, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Yeah, no.
No offense.
No.
I
no.
wouldn't really.
Now you have to shake your dad's hand, his dad's hand someday.
I'll meet
I don't want you anywhere near my dad now.
You're gonna- He's a well put together man.
Does he look like all of Australia? Or no? Well, thanks for the listen.
Creepy.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
I actually don't know if he listens to
Yeah.
the show. My mom shares all the Facebook things, but I don't know if she actually listens. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Hi,
hope
Mom,
not.
if you
Let's
do.
hope not. Let's
all
hope
her
not.
friends, like Joe's mom's friends, like, did you listen to the show this week? Dave's a real creep.
This Dave guy.
He's a real creep.
Keep your husband away from him.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. Is Dave gay? Is Dave gay?
Hot take Dave.
I'll take Dave.
Hot take Joe. Is Dave gay?
Is Dave gay?
More at 9.
Yeah. Oh man, that's tough. All right.
Rams at the Cards. I try to keep it on, but it's just,
Rams win.
I'm going Ramskins. Ramskins.
Yeah.
beat the
See,
Cubs.
you see,
Right.
Sean McVay used to be the offensive coordinator for the Redskins. So maybe
the Ramskins.
the other team,
does
the
that mean
Cardinals,
next? Does that mean next year they're
maybe-
gonna have Kirk Cousins as their
maybe
quarterback?
the Cardinals know what he's going to do already because he used to. Oh, wait. Never mind. They're not playing the Redskins. They're playing the Cardinals.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with the Redskins.
Did we do the same exact thing last
I was
week?
making a joke
Oh, okay.
because I was doing the exact same thing.
And he just picked the Redskins again.
Yeah,
the Redskins.
I'm going
It's
to go
the
with
Rams.
From now on, anytime the Rams play, I'm picking the Redskins.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just gonna write down the Redskins.
Nope,
Redskins.
no.
Get the
I went
wrong
with the
answer.
Ramskins. They are an expansion team.
I'm going. Yeah,
That's still not a real team.
I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going St. Washington Ramskins, or Lost Washington Ramskins now.
I like that much better.
Yeah,
Lost Washington Redskins.
Lost Washington Ramskins.
It's much more culturally appropriate
So
than the actual
the
Redskins.
Giants at the Raiders.
I'm going Geno Smith.
And the Giants.
That
Hot
sounds
take, Dave.
awful.
I'm just kidding. Raiders win.
How
Yeah.
stupid
In a
to
blowout.
play Geno Smith.
Listen, I have a problem with this because I got into a legitimate argument first thing in the morning, halfway
Too
through
early for an
halfway
argument.
through my coffee
Yep.
at work today because the guy who I sit with is a combination Patriots Giants fan, which already goes right up my ass, and he was like, "How dumb is this? They sat Eli Manning. It's so disrespectful." I was like, well, you realize the guy is probably going to get fired.
Right.
So if anything's going to save your job, why not throw a Hail Mary,
Right.
switch quarterbacks, and hope you win out?
Right.
Because if you
now
do...
with Geno Smith though.
But you don't have any other option. You
don't
have
have
a
anything to
rookie
lose.
quarterback that you could put in, but that's pretty much showing you give up on the season.
Right.
So why not take a guy who at least played in the NFL already and try and make a switch and win? Because you're already probably losing your job.
Did you hear what
By
their
the way,
owner did?
Eli's not that good.
No,
Did you hear what,
that's the other
Did you hear
thing.
what their owner said?
No.
He said that he made two mistakes with this ordeal. One, he underestimated the pride of Manning because he offered to let Manning play the first half
Yeah, so he
could
kept
keep his start streak and then hand the ball off to
which he's not
Geno
going to break. He's not going to break Brett Favre's record anyway.
No.
So
and
what's the point?
And he was like, and the other thing was, I didn't go there and like actually do it with the team. I just told the coaches this, the coaches and all of us made this decision and blah, blah, blah. You're an asshole. You're a fucking idiot. Mara, you're a moron.
The thing is,
So dumb.
the Giants fans will hold on to Eli Manning winning those 2 Super Bowls as long as possible. He's had 2 winning seasons in the past 6.
Right.
And he has been awful for most of them.
The thing that I heard today from our buddy, our pal, and guest,
Friend of the show.
Now I'm drawing a blank.
Michael
Holly.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I call him Mike.
Yeah, Mikey Holly.
I was wondering where we were going with who
He
this was.
made a statement today. He said the only thing he disagreed with people, because most of the guys in the show were like, no, you gotta go with somebody else, try something. And he's like, yeah, or you teach your rookie quarterback that you're high on, hey, or your team in general of young players that you do have, hey, this is how you finish out a season professionally.
I
You
think
let a
this-
guy that's been playing for 13 years show you how you play a full season
Yeah.
as a professional.
I think
Even if he's in the locker room right now and he doesn't play, if he shows that, like, hey, I'm here, I'm doing my job, I'm ready to play if they need me.
Right.
That will show the younger guys.
I think the
enough.
the only mistake they made is switching to Geno Smith and not switching straight to
The rookie.
Davis Webb or whatever his
Yeah.
name is.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Gino, it's like,
Why?
well, he's not. He's definitely not better.
Not better
But I
than
don't think
Eli.
I also just don't think Eli's that good. Like everyone's.
No, I just don't
everyone's
think
just-
Eli's worse than Geno Smith.
Yeah,
I also
right,
think
right,
the
right.
coach is just a bad coach.
Yeah,
Like,
that's- yeah.
They hired internally their offensive coordinator the year their offense was really bad.
Yeah, no, it's the bridge to the next coach.
Right.
You know what I
just-
mean? Like
the
their
thing-
offense last year wasn't good.
There's this huge ramp up about Eli Manning because he has 2 rings, and same thing. Michael Holly today was like, "Listen to us, spoiled Patriots fans. Like he's only got 2 rings. Like
Yeah.
whatever. It's still really impressive, but he only
don't-
has 2 winning playoff years. He's outside of the 2 years that they won the Super Bowl. He's 0-4 in playoff games,
He's also
which is awful.
The 2
I
years,
don't want to play a game other than
the
your
2 years,
runs.
the one that he won a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
it wasn't because of Eli Manning.
No, right,
It's not
right.
like he played. It's not like he
No,
went Joe
right,
Flacco in the playoffs.
It went nuts.
and
Yeah, right.
they were the reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, he beat the Patriots because Tom Coughlin came up with fucking genius game plans to shut down Tom Brady, and the defense executed them perfectly.
A team that
and
scored 30 points a game.
He scored just enough points to win.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that and you essentially got 2 wide receivers
Right.
that aren't in the NFL anymore,
Right.
making the catch of their careers.
La 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 la. I don't want to
I'm just saying, I'm not going to talk about it, but that's what it is.
The guy at work goes up my ass all the time because he's a Giants Patriots fan, which is
not true. You
Sacrilege.
can't be-
Yeah,
can't
he
be
can't
that.
be.
I
And
know a
he's
couple
Yankee.
people that are like
he's a
that.
Yankees Red Sox fan too.
Oh,
it's
God, no,
sacrilege.
you can't be all
It's
that. I'm
sacrilege.
sorry.
The guy just likes sports. He doesn't like a team.
I don't even think
That's
he
what that
really
means.
likes sports. I don't even think he really likes sports.
Yeah.
He like casually follows them.
Right, yeah,
He's just
yeah.
like, oh, I like whatever the local teams are.
Right.
And it's no, you pick a side.
I have a friend. I
Pick
can't,
a fucking side.
I can't remember who it is now, but I have a friend that's a Giants Pats fan. And it's a good thing I can't remember
don't
who he is
know.
because he's not important.
It's the same
All right,
thing. Like
so are you
Giants
going to
Pats
pick?
lives
Are you
don't
going to
matter.
pick somebody for this game, Joe?
nope. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
You're just going to take the
I'm
loss.
doing a
He's like, I'm
holdout.
just going to take a loss.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just doing a holdout.
I'm just looking at my paper. I'm like, we're doing all this talking. He never said who he's gonna like. I can say that. I don't have to say mine.
was trying
I
to
already
actually-
wrote it down
Yeah, you're
before
right.
you
I
guys
was
got
actually
here.
trying to talk all the way through so that we just went to the next team, and
Yeah.
then I would just say after like, oh yeah, I picked the.
right.
Like I do.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm still not completely convinced that you don't fill out your thing afterwards. If you do that, you're awful at doing that because you should win every week.
So you should always win.
No, because Dave takes a
well,
picture of it every
Let's
week.
take a picture now.
Ah,
Lock him up.
you.
Lock him up. No, it's
No,
just,
that and we
it's so-
record it.
Yeah, that, and it just makes it easier for me to follow with the visuals. Opposed to like, okay, he had Bills.
Yeah, because-
I had like I'm trying to do
Just
it out like fucking
just
Rain Man.
listen to the
Yeah,
podcast.
because I'm here every week. Like, who the fuck won?
Right,
Just tell me
exactly,
who
yeah.
won.
I'm like in my car heading home from the Slime Tavern. Like, okay, all the 1:00 games. Where did we differ again? And I'm trying to. I'm like, okay, Joe's +1 right now. I'm mine. And I'm like, this is too much. I'm out. I'm just going to take a picture.
The Sunday night game. This is a heavy hitter.
All right, let's do it.
Eagles at the Seahawks. Eagles. Seahawks have no defense.
What's the Seahawks record right now?
They're in the playoffs. Russell Wilson is also the number 1 scoring fantasy quarterback.
Really?
Whoa. Where'd that come from?
That's not good. I'm playing him in fantasy football this week.
Yikes.
He's also playing the Eagles, so.
Seattle is 7-4.
All right.
They're
so this
one
is
game back.
Didn't what's his name just get lose? Didn't they just lose what's his name for the season like a week ago?
Richard Sherman.
Chancellor.
Yeah, Sherman and Chancellor both in the same week.
Yeah. Done. Is Earl Thomas playing? Or are they just like completely?
Earl Thomas
I think they're gutted.
is playing,
He is
but
playing.
I mean that's one of the Legion of Boom.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Legion
the only,
of one.
The
Right.
only one left. It's the one of Boom.
Who's playing up there? Say it again.
Philly and Seahawks.
Philly. I kept thinking Saints. He's covering it.
That is.
I don't like.
I already said I'm taking the Eagles.
It does sketch me out because I don't buy.
I just think they're gonna win and they're gonna lose another game. But like, I just think the Seattle defense against this Philadelphia offense.
I don't buy into the Eagles. That being said, I don't think Seattle. I think Seattle is also pretenders. Like I don't think they're actually that good.
I don't think they make a playoff run.
No, like I don't think that they're actually that good.
They're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, but I don't think they. I think they make it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
and then they die.
Yeah, and then they die. Like I don't think they're better than Minnesota or the Saints or any team like that.
Or the Eagles.
Or the Eagles.
I'm gonna go Seahawks.
I'm going Eagles too. We'll give Dave this one.
Give me the.
If they win.
Yeah.
Or Dave
I'm gonna
can
go Seahawks.
rot in hell with a loss.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck you, Dave.
The rest of their schedule is Rams, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys. I'm sorry. Nope, they don't play themselves. Rams, Giants, Raiders, Cowboys.
I think they lose to the Rams.
I think they wind up 13-3. That was my guess.
With a loss to Cowboys. What week did they play the Cowboys?
Last week.
They played the Cowboys last week of the year?
Yeah.
That means Zeke is back. Because he comes back week 15, I think.
Okay.
So you have
no, that can't be.
Yeah, it was a 6-game suspension. When did
No,
he
I
go
thought
out?
it was a 4-game.
No, it's six.
Is it six?
No, 6 games, but that wasn't 3 weeks ago.
No, it was only 2.
No, I think it's been 3 weeks.
I thought it was week.
This might be the 3rd week.
I thought it was week 9.
This is the 3rd week. I don't know.
Anyway,
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's supposed to. It's either week 15 or 16. Either way, he'd be back for the Eagles game.
I
And
thought
the Eagles
he was
probably
out for the rest of the year.
And the Eagles probably sit a lot. No, because he didn't go out week 11. That was this week.
No, this week was 12.
No. Yeah. But last week wasn't the first week he was out.
It was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks prior to that. This was the 3rd week he was out.
Yeah.
So he has 3 weeks. So what is this? That was week 12. So 13, 14, 15.
So he's
out.
Back
so
16, 17.
16, 17. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So and the Eagles probably sit people. So they might finish. You might be right. They finish with 3 losses because they
Yeah.
probably lose to the Cowboys last game of the year.
Yeah.
They sit a lot of their starters. Zeke plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That being said, wait, what was the last game? Are we still doing Eagles? Seahawks?
No, we have one more game. We have the Monday night game.
What is the
all
Monday night game?
It is the Steelers at the Bengals.
Bengals win. Fuck
Bengals.
the Steelers.
I'm gonna go Bengals win also.
That was not pitted in any like actual smart
Right.
picking. That was just my disdain for the Steelers.
I
Did you
think-
see the Tomlin thing
What?
where he's already talking about the Patriots matchup?
Oh wow, what a dummy. Bengals win.
He's
Yeah.
already talking.
Don't
about,
worry, I picked the Bengals too.
They
so
sat
you guys
down-
aren't picking up a win on this one.
They did an interview with Tomlin.
Yeah.
And they asked him about the Patriots matchup. And instead of saying, like, oh, I'm really focused on the Bengals, he's like,
Right.
oh, I'm expecting fireworks. Probably a preview of the AFC Championship game. Like, said that.
Wow. I mean, it works for some people. Doc Rivers once put money in the Lakers ceiling.
Wow.
And
There's 4 games that I have fully disagreed with you on.
really,
Both of you. Like, you guys took the other team. There's 4 games you're going to
Yeah,
pick
there's a
up.
lot- there's
You're
a
either going to win or lose
Yeah.
this week
it's tough.
based upon my my
So
stupidity
you're
or
saying
intelligence.
You don't think it's going to come down to the score again?
You never know.
I don't think that's possible.
I don't think it's possible,
Yeah.
but we could,
Right.
only one can hope. I just thought I was excited, like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Now you got what you wanted.
I'm excited, too, because
Yeah,
I
we won.
won this week. And I had
I didn't
gone
win
into-
last week or this week.
I came to this table today
But you got
thinking I
involved.
lost it.
No, I know.
So it's a pleasant surprise.
You got involved. You were tied. Because it was me and Joe.
If I didn't pick the fucking
No,
Browns,
it
I
was
would
you
have
and Aaron
ran
the
away
week
with
before.
it was me and you last week.
No, it was you and Dave.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's because I'm the best. Continue. Sorry.
Oh, because
This is why I don't tell you, Joe.
I'm back in the lead now, right?
It's 5-4-3.
2-1. 0.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Whatever.
Water's wet.
That works. Well,
Dave can never say that again in our
that's
presence.
That's true. That's true. I can say water makes you wet, fire makes you hot.
Nope, that is
No,
not.
no, it
it's true.
doesn't. It doesn't.
Fire does make you hot.
Not if I'm standing like 200 yards away.
Yeah, and water wouldn't make you wet if it wasn't splashed on you.
Well,
so,
Or if you're,
Exactly, so
or if
your
you're
point
in
is
it, or if you're in it,
right, that's true. You can't use it as it's an automatic because
Exactly.
it doesn't mean right. Yeah. It'll say touch water, you get wet. Touch fire, you get hot.
all right, you could say that.
I can say that. I can say that.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Doesn't roll off the tongue. It's a lot, but
If you say that, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna throw this cup at you.
I don't know.
Don't say that again.
That whole thing
You're
shook
banned.
my foundation. So I don't know. I feel like a man without a purpose right now. But so the Celtics.
Segue of the year.
Yeah. So
Dave
the Celtics are a
Dawson.
little struggling.
No, I think they a little.
stretch.
I don't even want to say coming back to earth. I think
They're
it's.
they're what, 1 and 2 in the last 3 games?
They're either 1-2 or 2-2. I can't remember.
I thought they were like 1 and 2 in the last 3 games.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think that
I thought they won 2 in a row after losing, but
Guys, it's not really a tough stretch.
no.
They just
comparatively
won
speaking.
so many games in a row that
Yeah,
the
they
fact
have a
that they
nice lead.
dropped 2 in the last 3 is like, fuck, hit the panic button.
yeah, they're 2-2 in their last.
So they're 500 in their last 4 games.
Yeah, they lost
Welcome
to the Heat, beat the Magic, beat the Pacers, lost to the
So what's
Pistons.
their overall record?
They are 18-4.
Okay.
Welcome to the
And what
NBA.
are the Cavs? Because they're what, second?
Cavs are winners of 9 straight, which I don't like, and they're 14-7.
You know the Cavs are going to click eventually.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, I saw a report today that the Pistons are pursuing, the Sixers are pursuing LeBron James.
That makes a lot of sense.
I'm sorry, but if you do that, that is not the process.
No, that is the process.
No. If you get LeBron James, that is
hold
not
on.
the process.
I
Hold
just
on.
had this argument
If-
yesterday.
If you sign LeBron James, you still kept all those players.
Yeah, those players were the process. Signing LeBron James is not the process.
No, because you're looking at it with the Celtics. The Celtics had the same process as the
The
Sixers.
Celtics didn't have a dumb hashtag trust the process. The Celtics just did. They just rebuilt.
Right, but that's the process.
No,
the process,
this-
no.
no.
What the process resembles is you you get your draft picks, you make smart draft picks, you build around them as your core, and then you acquire a player that puts you over the top.
Yes.
That's
No,
exactly what
you
the Celtics
drafted-
did.
That's what
You
you're
drafted a-
assuming the process is.
You drafted
The thing is, has Philly ever come out and said what the process is?
Okay, so then you can't say that it's not
They
the
just
process.
said
So they-
trust the process.
So you can't
the
say- you can't
process
say that
isn't
LeBron-
just go get LeBron James, or else they would have done that.
You can't say that.
When they
you don't know what the
just-
process
when
is.
they
Because they
had
never
a bunch
said
of
what the
first-round
process
picks.
You can't
was.
say
They
that.
just
You can't
kept
say that.
drafting.
Well,
they
then-
didn't say that was their process.
You can't say it's
they
not the
just
process.
said
No,
it
it's
was
not the process.
They
No,
were
you
just
can't
going to
say
trust
that.
our
You
process.
can't,
I
you can't
can.
say that.
What they
know as much
did,
what the process
what they
is as I
did
do.
was they drafted their starting center. They drafted their
starting point guard.
starting point guard.
You did
back-
all
That's
that.
bigger
guard.
than their their
center
small
almost.
small forward, power forward. They're going to sign this offseason.
Right.
I'm just
They
saying.
drafted their backup point guard.
Backup point guard, possibly going to
Not
turn
been
into probably going to turn into a 2 guard.
Not been good either.
No.
Really good trade by Dan
If
Ainge.
they get LeBron James, he probably just doesn't play.
Who, Markelle Fultz?
Yeah,
No, you probably that's probably the
he plays off the bench.
That's
but
probably
he
a
doesn't-
guy,
he's not
or
in the
that's
starting
probably
lineup.
a guy you like trade
Yeah.
for a piece.
Yeah, you get another guy. You get a real
a
two-guard.
guy that
Yeah.
you can actually put at the 2 guard.
To me, that's what the process is the whole time. And this is I just had this argument the other day.
No,
and
it's just getting the best player
I
in
don't
basketball.
I don't mean Philly's process. I mean the rebuild process.
I don't think getting the best player in basketball should be labeled as the process. It's just getting the best player in
I
basketball.
agree, but
I get
it's
that.
not. It's not. They never once
Shocker,
said-
your bad team is better because you got the best player in basketball.
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh my God, how innovative you are. No, you just went out and got the best guy.
Right.
Yeah, but Cleveland had that. And
He hit free
but it's
agency and you
core.
went like this.
No, I'm talking about
But the
No,
core.
no, no.
There's the
core.
process.
No. Before LeBron left the first time, like when he was originally in Cleveland.
By that logic, the Heat they followed the process. So did the Cavaliers the
No,
second
they
time.
didn't. No, not really.
Yeah, because
they
the
didn't
process
suffer
is
for,
The
just-
Cavs did. The Cavs did.
The process is just go get the best player in basketball.
No, you're totally
No,
missing it.
no.
You're totally missing
No,
the
I'm
point.
not. That's what you
You
just
are.
did.
No,
you just went and
you
got the
are.
best. The Celtics built a team. The 76ers went and got the best player in basketball.
No, you're talking about one player. The
Yeah.
Celtics built a team. You just said it. They built a team.
Yeah.
What did the Sixers do? There's 5 guys on a starting 5, right?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
And right now, they're all right. That's what the process has gotten you. So, to make them better, they go out and get the best player in basketball.
what did the Celtics do? They got out and got the best player available via trade, and they've signed the two of the 3 best free agents available.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not the best player in basketball.
No, right. But he also wasn't a free agent for the Celtics. You think if he was a free agent last year, the Celtics wouldn't have tried?
They got the best free agent at the time, Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward,
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
One. Okay.
Al Horford, I would argue, wasn't the best.
He was the second best free agent available.
and he's
Kevin
and
Durant was, and
yeah.
then Al Horford was, right.
They tried to get Kevin Durant though.
Yeah,
did
no,
try,
they
right.
they kicked
And
tires
you
on
can
it.
make the argument he's the best player in basketball, but I think LeBron. I agree with you. LeBron is
So, and then they built the team, right?
right.
But I wouldn't have had a problem with the Celtics doing that
It's
because
crazy to
they
me.
didn't have that dumb thing
It doesn't matter.
about the no.
It does
No,
not-
it does
no,
matter
it
because
doesn't.
that's what bothers me
Danny
is the
says-
trust the process.
Danny
thing.
says we're in rebuild. We're in rebuild. We're in rebuild. We're in rebuild.
Well,
we're in
clearly
rebuild.
they're not
That's
in
the sa-
rebuild when
that's
they're the
same-
fucking
that's the
second
same-
best team in the East.
That's the same thing as trust the process.
No,
we're in
you stop
our
saying
process. The
you
rebuild
stop
process
saying we're in
is the process
rebuild.
that
all
makes
it
you
is.
You stop
all
saying
it is
you're in rebuild when you're the second best team in the East.
Right, I'm not saying he's saying it now. I mean, for the past 5
No.
years, he's
Yeah,
been
before
last
that,
year,
before
last
that.
year you can't say we're in rebuild.
No, he didn't.
No, they went into that season in rebuild mode,
Yeah, but they aren't in rebuild.
and then once the result,
And that was
what it
without getting the best player in basketball. They built a team that was a playoff team.
Yeah, the Sixers are going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, but they're just okay. They're not a
but
good
the
team.
Yeah, you know what?
yeah,
The,
but
you
the
know what?
Celtics
Hold
were
on.
just
You know what the
okay.
you know what the
The
Celtics
Celtics
did?
were the second best
You know-
team in
no,
the East. The Celtics were the best team in the East.
Number one record, right? Yeah, but
The Celtics had high draft picks every year because they made a trade, and they just every year kept adding
Right,
a piece,
adding to the
adding a
pot.
piece.
Yeah,
That's the
You know what the
process.
Sixers process was? They just sucked and
Well, that-
drafted well.
So, if to be honest, were the
but then
Celtics
they
those
flushed
years
the process and they just said, "We'll just get
after the
best player
trade
in
were the
basketball."
Celtics relevant? After the trade were the Celtics relevant for 2 years, 3 years?
No, they weren't that good.
No, so that's the point.
They were better than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, right,
quick,
right, yeah.
but they weren't that good.
But
they
that's
missed
the
the
point.
They only missed the playoffs 1 year,
Yeah.
and that was the first year.
That's the point.
They got
You
better.
go a lot. That's the NBA.
the Sixers were the
building
worst team in
process.
basketball for like 5 years.
What I don't like is that you're hung up on the word "trust the process."
I'm hung up
but
on
the
their dumb
process-
slogan that I've had to hear for the last 5 years while they're the worst team in basketball.
But that's-
and then
it's
when
the
they're just
same thing.
okay with all the pieces they got, they go, "Oh no! What we meant with the process was we're just going to go
Yeah,
sign
shame
the
on-
best player ever."
Shame on the Sixers, who are in the business of winning basketball games. They want LeBron James. Hey, guess what?
That's fine.
Touch
if you were,
water, you get wet. Touch fire, you get
That's
hot. No
fine.
shit. A basketball team wants LeBron
That's
James.
fine.
That's not news.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by that. I'm just saying that would have been great if your whole plan the whole time was just like, we're going to wait till
You
LeBron
said-
James hits free agency.
Do you know-
And then the process is going to be get the best player
So-
in basketball.
What
So
if they sign
before-
and trade him and they give
So
up all those assets?
before you got Kyrie, before you got Hayward, if the Celtics went out and got LeBron,
The Celtics
you were
traded
okay
for
with
Kyrie.
that? No, I'm saying before they did
That's-
those two things, and they went out and just
That's-
got LeBron, would you have been okay with that?
Yeah, I don't actually have a problem with them getting LeBron. Like, that's a smart
but
basketball
that's
move.
the same thing as Danny
My
Ainge saying that
problem
we're
is with
rebuilding.
this whole, like,
It's
no,
a
I'm
slogan to
master-
sell your fans. It's a
My-
slogan
yes,
to
but
sell
that's my
your
problem.
fans. You have to sell
My
tickets
problem
to
is with
pay
this,
their
the-
salaries.
The fact is,
That's
like,
what they did.
They're like, oh, this GM is so great. No, he's done a good job building a young team.
He's probably been the best drafter in the past 3
Yeah,
or 4 years.
he's done
He's
fine.
had he's had
It's
a top
really,
three
it's really
pick.
not
Yeah, but-
hard to be the best drafter
Oh,
the
it
last 4
absolutely-
years.
it absolutely
If
is.
you have like
Before
5
it's-
number 1 picks.
Yeah.
I don't know. It absolutely almost all
No.
of them. All of them have hit.
Well,
He hasn't missed. They've had some injury
Jahlil
issues.
Okafor-
But every player is a good player.
Jahlil Okafor is okay.
Jahlil Okafor is okay, but he's not a bust. He's not
Joel
Anthony
Embiid-
Bennett.
Joel Embiid
He's
is
not Kwame
good.
Brown. Joel Embiid's probably the second best center in basketball right now.
Yeah, if he can play, we'll see.
He's been playing. I mean,
they signed him to
played
good
50 games
contracts and
straight.
stuff. He's been a good GM.
Right.
But it doesn't take a rocket scientist to go sign LeBron James and become
no
a
kidding.
really good team.
Right.
That's
No.
all I'm saying.
But
So
you
the
need-
trust the process thing annoys
You
the
all,
fuck out of me.
hey, here's the thing. You don't have.
I hate that. I
Okay,
hate that.
So here's the
I
other
hate
thing.
that.
I hate the trust the process.
Okay,
thing. I just do, especially if you're just gonna go get the best player. It's the
don't-
most obvious thing to do.
Yeah, but-
it's not shocking. You
But
didn't
it is-
reinvent
but-
GMing.
but that
you
is-
just went and got
but-
the best player
but-
to ever pick up a basketball and
that
said,
is-
"Look
that
at
is
me,
the-
I'm the
that's the
greatest.
process.
Trust the process.
That's their process.
Look at this. We are reinventing GMing. We just went and got the best guy."
But that's
do
a
you know-
70. That's a 76er. The 76ers process.
How do you know?
Yeah,
that's
so
not
the
process?
Bulls had the best process too. They just got Michael Jordan. They just drafted. Actually, the Bulls GM is the greatest GM of all time
Drafted Michael
because he actually drafted the best player of all time.
Yeah, and then they just kept signing
Yeah,
players around them.
yeah, and he did it. He's the best GM ever.
Yeah. Okay.
That is such a ridiculous take.
What? He is. He's the best GM ever.
The
He signed
best-
the,
I'm
he
sorry,
signed-
the best GM ever. It's got to.
He
It's got to
drafted.
be.
He hit on one draft pick. He was the best player ever.
It was Red Auerbach. Just every year when he drafted those guys. You know what it is? It's just
They won 6
if you do
championships. He's
with
not the
what
best
you
GM
have,
ever.
you do with what you have.
Yeah, Red Auerbach. That's like the pre NFL thing. You know?
Yeah, no, but here's the other thing I was going to say to that point. It's not like you're Miami where you suck, but you have a top 3 coach in the league.
All right, stop that. Now you're really gonna piss me off.
I'm gonna end this episode right here.
Porzingis suffered a sprained ankle.
Oh no!
No, not my
Prison
guy.
God. Prison God.
See,
X-rays are negative.
you want to trust the process? You go get the unicorn. That's
see
trusting the
shoes?
process.
Did you see his shoes?
No.
The black
Oh,
unicorns? I thought we already did that.
Wait, what? He has,
With the unicorns on them?
he has actual shoes? Like,
Yeah, they were like game worn. I don't know if they're for sale, but it was like something he wore.
no, I want a Porzingis signature shoe. Is that on the way? Because I will buy all of them.
All of them. What if they're like made by Big Baller Brand,
Do they have a giant unicorn horn on them? Hopefully.
like New Day style?
Yes.
No, thank you. Can't pay me.
I don't like that take. I don't like that take.
No, I agree with what you're saying. It doesn't
I
take. It
get
doesn't
it.
take a brain. A rocket scientist.
Listen,
fucking Matt Patricia to figure
it
it out.
does. Like, I understand they're a good team. They did fine
Did it?
drafting.
Nailed it. Yeah.
They did fine drafting. They did very fine drafting.
Here's the problem.
I just hate the trust the process
Right,
tag.
you hate
I
that more
always
than it's
have.
LeBron, right.
I always have.
So you hate the 76ers is what you're really saying to me.
I don't. They whatever. I don't think sucking for 5 years straight purposely so that you can get the top pick. And granted, he drafted well, but just saying trust the process so you don't lose your fucking job the whole time, and then at the end going, guess what?
But
Now we're just gonna get the best guy.
Yeah, but the fan. Think about it from the fans' point of view. Like, this sucks. We're going in tank mode. Whatever.
Yeah. All right, next year. Oh,
So here's
look,
this thing.
we drafted a guy still in tank mode.
Right.
All right. Oh, well, he's been a pretty good player. We drafted
Well,
another
they had
guy.
like three.
He's been a pretty good
they
player.
had like
How you
their
do it in the
three-
NBA.
Still in
their-
tank mode.
Their 3 best players were like injured.
It's not like
for like 2 seasons in a row.
Danny Ainge, in my
how you do it in
opinion,
the
is a
NBA.
way better GM than the 76ers
of
guy
course.
because he was in tank mode for 1 year.
Right. But
Yeah.
that's also because of a trade. If he didn't have the Nets
Yeah,
picks,
but he
they
did it.
They would
He,
have to do
he
it.
facilitated the
Of
trade.
course, I'm not saying Danny's
He
not a
could
great
have
GM.
let those guys walk and
I'm
then
saying,
been in tank mode for 5 years.
You're not listening. I'm not saying Danny's not a great GM. I'm saying that what the Sixers had to do, they couldn't get a dance partner. They didn't have the assets originally to say, hey, give us 3 first-round fucking picks while you're terrible. Like, they didn't have a dance partner. So in the NBA, you're either stuck in hell where you're the 8th seed and you're not a lottery pick and you get fucking steamrolled by the Cavs every year, or you tank for multiple years because it takes more than one guy. It's more than Saric. It's more than Embiid. It's more than Okafor.
We've
It's
seen,
more than
we've
Simmons.
seen
It's more than
LeBron by
Fultz.
himself in Cleveland not do it.
Does
Not
it
do
take
it.
more than one guy if you have LeBron? Like, you
It
could
does.
lose most of those guys.
We've watched LeBron James be the only guy on the team and not win championships.
I understand
and not
that,
be good.
and they have
Even when
they
he
have a lot
wasn't-
of good guys.
even when
What I'm
he
saying,
wasn't
they
the
could lose
only
like
guy
3
on the
of them.
team,
They
he
could
lost
lose,
championships.
The Philadelphia 76ers right now could lose 3 of those guys you named, add LeBron, and win the championship.
No, because LeBron's not going to win the championship this year, and he has better talent.
If you keep Embiid and Simmons and add LeBron, you could lose the rest of them and they will win a championship.
Kevin Love, Wade, Tristan Thompson, Isaiah Thomas, all the team is better than Simmons and Embiid. And LeBron.
You just said Embiid's probably the second best center in basketball.
True.
With how important the center position is, I think it's
less important.
If he's truly the
than
second best center in basketball,
he could be. He's definitely top 5. I'd throw him 2 through 5.
And you add Ben Simmons, and you give Ben Simmons another year because now you're adding a year full of play.
Yep.
And you add LeBron.
You think they're the championship favorite?
If you just add minor pieces, they are a championship favorite.
So you need to keep adding more.
Yeah, but it's not. You don't need Saric and all of them. You could get minimum contract.
Right.
Guys.
Do you think that team beats the Warriors?
They would at least be the Eastern favorite.
Do you think that's
easy? No, not at all.
They would easily
be that team would beat the Celtics?
If the Celtics are this good right now without Hayward, you got Hayward next year?
Let's go. Let's do this lineup. Ben Simmons, J.J. Redick, LeBron James, Jahlil Okafor, and Embiid.
Yeah.
That's better than the Celtics 5. No.
Yeah, I think it.
That long pause.
I think it is. I think it is.
It's not.
I don't think so.
Because it's not, because you could have Kyrie cover Redick, you could have Jalen cover Simmons, you could have Tatum and LeBron, which would be a little bit of a nightmare.
Tatum and LeBron.
Right.
LeBron's going to win that matchup.
Jalen covered LeBron in the Eastern Conference
LeBron's going to win that matchup.
He's going to win the matchup. That's fine. But Kyrie's going to beat the shit out of Redick. Jalen Brown's going to beat Simmons down.
No, wait. Why would you do that?
What do you mean?
Why would you put Redick on Kyrie?
On Kyrie? You're gonna put Jalen Brown on?
I would
Redick?
I would put Redick on Jalen Brown and put Simmons on Kyrie.
No, I'm talking about on the other side. If
I'm
the Celtics, I'm defending Ben Simmons. I'm putting Jalen Brown on him.
Oh yeah, but if I put Ben Simmons on Kyrie,
you think that he can't get around Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons is nasty. Don't get me wrong. I like Ben Simmons a lot.
He's just so long.
He's a lot. That's true.
And if you can manage to stifle Kyrie in any way,
it doesn't matter.
I think
it does if you manage to stifle Kyrie and stifle Tatum, and then you're relying solely on Jalen Brown.
Let's do this.
No, but you have Jalen Brown and Hayward.
We're going next year, right? Gordon Hayward's in the mix.
Yeah, but you're assuming that this team is better with Gordon Hayward, and I know that's
I know.
It's a dumb thing, but they might not work the same way if Gordon Hayward's in the mix.
I think they're better off next year with Hayward than they would be this year. Because Tatum,
I think they are a better team with Gordon Hayward.
I think because Tatum has now found some confidence in himself.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Hayward was there, he would cripple Tatum a little bit. He would get in his way.
He's going to be your point guard next year, and what's his name's going to be your center.
Who's going to be the point guard?
No, I mean power forward. Sorry, power forward. I think Tatum becomes your power forward next year.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's the same thing. I think it'll be all matchup based, but I think that now that Tatum has a game found for himself as a rookie, you can bring Hayward in next year, work him back in, and Tatum can find a. He already. I
definitely don't think. I don't think that the Cleveland Cavaliers right now are better than the 76ers lineup you just named.
You switch LeBron?
Yeah. If you put LeBron on both teams, let's say LeBron, you clone him.
Yeah.
They're not better.
The Cleveland Cavs
are not better than the 76ers.
If you remove, I'm talking about if you remove 3 of those pieces. Like if you did the lineup I said, if you did Simmons, Redick, LeBron, Okafor, Embiid.
Yeah.
And you got rid of Saric and Fultz.
Yeah.
Which is their 2 weakest pieces, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
If that lineup you just named is better than the Cavaliers with LeBron.
Now, what if you got rid of their best piece, probably Embiid or Simmons?
No, you can't get rid of Embiid. You can't get rid of
Why?
Embiid.
So it only works if you get rid of their 2
You can't get rid of
worst
Embiid
players?
or Simmons. I think if you have Embiid, Simmons, and LeBron,
and
doesn't matter who else is on that team.
Yeah.
Embiid, Simmons, and LeBron.
Yeah.
That team, that 3 is better than the current Cleveland Cavaliers.
Better 3, I don't think better team.
Who else is on that fucking team? Derrick Rose is gone. Dwayne Wade is a shell of himself.
Yeah, but he's still
J.R.
good.
Smith is awful.
No, they're still contributing. They just won 9 games in a row.
Yeah, because of LeBron.
No, LeBron got ejected last night. They still won the game without him.
He got ejected at the end of the game when they were up 20.
I know, yeah, true. Good point.
Yeah, but here's the
that
same
team's
thing.
pretty deep.
We've seen LeBron on teams where he had good players,
right,
and he's lost.
Do I think they're the favorite to win the NBA?
Yeah, okay. Let's take LeBron, Bosh, Wade at that time.
No,
they went 2-2 in the finals.
They're probably not the favorite to win the NBA because the Golden State is just that good.
Yeah, yes, right. That's what he's trying to say.
Right,
but I think they are a better team than Cleveland.
I still don't think they're.
might be true.
I still
I
don't
don't
think
know
they're
if they're better
better.
than the
I don't
Celtics.
think they're better than the Celtics.
I don't think they're better than the Celtics. The Cavs will give you.
I think it's tough, man. I think that's at least going 6 or 7. Like, it's definitely not a blowout.
No, it's not a blowout.
The Celtics are not that much better.
I think the Sixers right now could push the Celtics to 5 or 6.
I don't buy into the Sixers.
See, that's the thing. You just have this thing about them.
I can't stand the process thing.
Are they?
It really
are
bugs me.
they like the? Are they like the like?
And the fact that they're the favorite for LeBron annoys me even more.
It just makes a lot
They're
of
not
sense.
a favorite. They're just in.
Obviously, it makes a lot of sense to sign the best player in basketball.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense for LeBron.
Oh yeah, because they're a good young team.
And the reason
There's a
why
lot of young
the reason
talent.
why it makes a lot of sense for LeBron is because the process worked. They're done. The process is over.
No, they're
You've trusted
done.
the process.
No, see, that's the problem. They're done.
I mean, no, the same way.
They're done.
The same way that you
once they
said,
get LeBron.
No. The same way that you just said last year, the Celtics rebuild is over because they were good. They're good. You're not rebuilding anymore. You're good.
Yeah, but the Sixers aren't that good.
Hey, Sixers are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
right?
they're awesome. They're a 6 seed. Congratulations.
Nah, they'll be like 5. Yeah,
you're
maybe
in. You're in the
6.
NBA hell. You're welcome to NBA hell. You're the 6 seed.
You don't think they're going to get better just by themselves? Like you don't
Maybe,
think,
or maybe Embiid blows his knee
you
out
did
next
this,
year.
You did this last time where you said, "Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know if I like the Sixers, and they might be terrible, but they're not terrible. Like they're good.
not-
They're a good team.
they're
and
okay.
Of course, they could get hurt and fall apart, and so could the other 29
So could
teams.
LeBron James.
So could anybody. You could get hurt, and they could just stop being good. It's proven right now that the process has worked.
Yeah,
the chemistry
process
between,
worked great with Markelle Fultz. He's been awful. He's
not been great. He's not been great. It's also a rookie.
Trust the process.
Their drafting rookie years has been horrible. Joel Embiid, hurt rookie year. Ben Simmons, hurt rookie year.
Well, they got
Jahlil
hurt,
Okafor, hurt rookie year. Markelle Fultz, hurt rookie year. He's been hurt twice. He rolled his ankle and he's got just a shoulder issue. So
But he hasn't been great even when he played.
he hasn't been great, but he's also been banged up.
Yeah.
So and I guess what's worse, playing banged up or being shut down for the season? I mean, what do you want more out of a rookie season? Minutes or not?
let a guy learn.
Right.
I'm just saying, Embiid's is actually good. Like we don't know
Simmons
that
is-
with Fultz.
Simmons
Simmons is actually good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Simmons might actually surpass Giannis Antetokounmpo as the next best player.
Maybe
I thought Giannis was going to be that guy. I still think
he has trouble
What
shooting.
what did
He's
he do
troubleshooting.
recently? Something happened with him. Like
I don't know.
He has
in a
trouble.
game.
He has trouble shooting. I don't know what he did, but
Ben Simmons is legit.
no, he's good.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
He was also like it was like a no-brainer.
Right, number one pick.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Right, of course. But I just want drafting number one picks isn't always like, oh yeah, like no kidding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you watch Greg Oden, you watch,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like all these guys fall apart. It's and not all. I mean, some number one picks are really good. LeBron James, some, you know what I mean?
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, right? But I think that's. I don't think you can say that the rebuild for Danny is any different than what the Sixers did, except for the fact that they didn't have a trade partner and they had to be bad, which you have to do in the NBA. Either you have to suck to get better. It has to get worse before it gets better, or you find a dance partner. And they didn't have the assets to attain the assets that the Celtics were able to with the Nets. And you got a fucking power-hungry, success-driven psycho owner that was like in the Nets that was like, oh yeah, give me names. I want to sell tickets. You know what I mean? And it was like, yeah, that team didn't do anything, and now you're in the gutter forever because not only are they bad, they don't have picks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now they're stuck. They're real.
Well,
stuck.
now they're getting back to the point where
they'll-
they have picks.
Right. Yeah, they'll depending on how they draft. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They should be good in 10 years or whatever. Like that's the process. Like it's, and I don't mean the Sixers process. I mean the evolution
but
of
you just
basketball.
said a line, and now I can't remember. Like the process is done. No,
The Danny said the rebuild's done.
nope. It was the process. It was specifically the process. Oh, the process worked.
Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, they're good.
Right.
The process worked once you get LeBron James.
Yeah, well, that's true for everybody. I mean, everyone could say like, "Hey,
Well,
once
yeah,
we get
'cause
LeBron
the
James, we're going
process-
to be great."
Ultimately, it turns out the process is just get the best player in basketball.
No, that's like saying,
Oh, what I was gonna say about the Greek freak.
yeah,
He, I'll fuck you up is what he told his assistant coach, I'll fuck you up on the sidelines. Like they have video of it and recording of it. Told the
He will fuck you up. too.
he's like, I'll fuck you up.
Wow.
I'm like, that's crazy.
that's intense.
Sorry to break
No,
up
no,
your
no,
conversation.
no,
I was flipping through it. I was like, I gotta find this. I heard them say that he did something
process-
fucked up.
Do you feel like the Sixers are in a better place than they were 5 years ago?
Well, yeah.
Then the
and-
process
the
works.
process
Well, are they in?
Trust the
Are they in
process.
20? Are they in 29th place? Then they're in a better place than they were 5 years ago.
Trust
Joe.
it.
Trust the
I
process.
hate the process.
Trust the process. Joe.
Yeah, trust the
Just
process.
just
Eventually,
trust
we'll get LeBron James. when he's
Yes,
a
and
free
then
agent.
the
That's
process is
process.
complete.
Perfect.
The process is
Perfect.
complete. Once we get the best player in basketball, now the process is complete.
The last check mark. Check.
That's all it took.
I hate that take. I don't know why.
That was
really-
the checklist. The checklist is get a bunch of really good young talent, then add the best player to ever play the game.
All right, so
And now we're done. That's the process.
The other
That's
thing-
actually when he became GM of the 76ers, he made a big whiteboard. And on the whiteboard, he put draft a bunch of young players. He put the process, and he underlined it. And then he put step 1, draft a bunch, suck. Step 2, draft with the good picks. Step 3, get LeBron James.
Yeah.
That was the process
That was
he
the
laid
process.
out. And then he just started, he's like, step 4, actually, before we start step 1, like step 0, start a hashtag, trust the process.
well, I was gonna say, you know who probably you have
It
to
works.
blame for that?
and then
Is
he
there
went,
is there PR
team,
people?
right.
What
The
do you-
PR
he-
team.
he put-
I think it's
he
brilliant.
put step 0, start hashtag, trust the process, like hyphen, so you don't get fired.
Here's what happened.
Because you can't get fired if everyone thinks this is part of some long plan you have. So what you do is you say, I have a really long plan,
Right.
so don't fire me,
Right.
so that I can eventually get to step 4, circle, 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 sign LeBron James,
Right.
which is the ultimate step.
Right. So it's worked so far.
So yeah, I'm saying, I'm fine with the trust the process hashtag. If you would have told me step 4 when you started the
you
hashtag,
you can't say that.
Well, you can because you know he's going to be a free agent
No,
eventually.
you can't because that's tampering. You can't say we're going to sign LeBron James in 4
No,
years.
you can't tell
That's
LeBron
tampering.
James.
You can't even say that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
You're sure you can't
say we're going to sign LeBron James, and it's like, okay, well, you've obviously just thrown out some sort of negotiation level.
Well, can you say we're going to sign the best player in basketball in 4 years? Can you say that?
Yes.
No, because
All right, then.
no, because in 4 years if we're going even, not even like that, then 4 years, yes, LeBron's still
Right.
the best player in basketball. 4 years from now,
It's going to be
not the
but
best
I'm
player in
saying
basketball.
4 years from
Might
step
be
0 on the
might be
whiteboard.
Ben Simmons.
Maybe
I'm
Ben
saying-
Simmons, Durant, maybe still.
I'm saying 4 years from the 0 on the whiteboard.
Right. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I've had this argument about the Celtics for a long time because my buddy Matt, the guy I used to do the podcast with a long time ago, he hated it. He hated the Celtics moves. He's like, this doesn't make sense. He's like, I don't get it. You can't just draft. You need players. You need
I
to get
agree
players.
with what you said about you're either in NBA hell
Right.
or you're either winning a championship in NBA hell or you suck.
He had the same point that you had, where he was like, you have to trade the picks. You got to trade the picks. You got to get a player. Give me something I know. Give me something I know. He says, even to this day, I would still do it. So I talked on the phone with him yesterday, and I told him, I said, this is a 5-year plan. It's a 5-year rebuild. That's what Danny said. We're looking 5 years from now to see where we are. This year right now is year 5. And I told Matt, it's on record on the old podcast, I said, you draft well, you sign what you can, because Boston has a tough time signing free agents, and then you make one more move. And then you're good. You're good. So they drafted well. They signed what they could, which wound up being better than I anticipated. Getting Gordon Hayward, best free agent available. Al Horford, second, third best free agent available, arguable, I think, second. And then you made your move. This is the same thing we talked about when I said, all you got to do, you said, I want the picks. I don't want the picks. I don't want the picks. I want the player. I said, you can do that. You can trade a pick
I
for a
wanted
player.
specifically a player.
Right.
So I have a question.
And I still want that player.
I have a question for you, Joe.
yeah.
So do you respect a GM that goes out and signs LeBron James, or do you respect a coach that GM that goes, listen, we're going to take pretty much all the pieces we've ever fucking accumulated, and we're going to trade them for 2 aging players and hope it fucking works?
Well, obviously, you take the guy who signs LeBron James.
Okay, so
Because why would you trade
the
all of
process
everything
that
you have?
fucking Boston has done twice.
Right.
Only this time they actually traded for a guy that wasn't fucking too fucking old,
Right.
has been on a fucking championship team, and they went out and signed the best free agent.
I think there's one thing missing.
You respect that build better than
signing LeBron James. Yes, because
Why?
you could have done that.
No, you couldn't have.
The Celtics could have done it if
He had to go back to Cleveland.
If they dumped the
because
cap, they could have
Cleveland-
done it when he left Miami. They could have just thrown a bunch of money at him and said,
Yeah,
hey,
but
come over
he
here.
wasn't going to go there because they hadn't drafted that
He
talent.
wasn't going to
yet.
go there because then he couldn't write a letter talking about how he's going home.
Yes.
And they could play that
and
P.
once
Diddy
again,
song for
that
fucking-
and the Celtics weren't good enough.
No.
No, we're talking about even if they went to 76ers, then they didn't draft all those players.
The thing is, why would he
Right,
go
right.
to this? I mean, I know why he would go to 76ers. We just talked about it. They have a bunch of good young talent.
And when
but
was
why
the
not
last?
just stay in Cleveland?
And you know what it is?
What do they have coming?
He's the hometown guy. He should stay home, but he's not going to.
He's not going.
But here's the other
go
thing.
where he
When was
thinks
the
there's the
last
best
time
chance.
Philadelphia won a championship?
1976.
There is one.
I
There is
don't know.
one
I
thing
don't know.
though that I think we're underestimating, and the difference between the dumb fucking process and what the Celtics did, and that is the coach. A huge
that's-
part
it
of
is
the
a big part.
Celtics thing.
Right, is
The whole part of one of the main reasons we even have success so early is because we got a fucking coaching prodigy.
Right.
Yeah, but you had a coach
And
last
I don't,
time.
granted, I don't know who the fucking 76ers coach is. I don't care because I don't give a fuck about the
Because you
process.
hate him. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And you
He's-
just
they're gonna get the next Eric Spoelstra, and they'll be fine, dude.
Aaron, you're on the list.
I've been hoping.
I have a list. I went home and I made my own whiteboard, and it says Joe's list of people he is going to throw full Subway cuffs at. Number 1, the guy who invented the process.
Right.
Number 2, Aaron.
Aaron. That makes sense.
It's okay.
That checks
And then
out.
Number 3,
And
Vern
Aaron-
Troyer. He's always pissed me off.
Nice. There you
Do you
go.
have
Fucking midget.
Do
Would
you
you
not
be-
like little people?
He'd be
Just
wet.
him.
If you threw it at him, he'd be wet.
Don't start this now, Dave.
And I'm wearing a white shirt. Please
It's
don't.
just nipples out. Nipples
Yeah.
and belly button. Yeah, so that's all I got for the show this week.
No,
This is fun.
okay, so
I'm gonna
one
argue.
thing I wanted to talk about was the Bruins.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Don't
They-
go in.
Yeah. Not playing
I don't think that
Anton
nickname's catching
Udobin tonight. And they have to. They have to see what they still have in Tuukka Rask. But that's like last year we were my big thing was get rid of the coach. He doesn't know how to deal with your younger talent. You have a coach that understands how to play offense,
like
how to
Cassidy a
score. I like Cassidy. You also have a very aged your number one defenseman. You need to go out and get a number one defenseman. Eventually, you're going to have to let him go out to pasture.
Right. But don't just sign the best player available because then you wouldn't be.
Yeah, you
So
wouldn't have a
hypothetically
process.
speaking, what if the Celtics just let go of all of their good players?
I'm
and
talking about the
sucked-
Bruins,
Or, I'm
though.
sorry, the Bruins. Just let go of all their good players, then just like sucked for 5
They traded
years,
away their best player
and then
to Dallas.
started a hashtag like maybe like
Don't go booing the Bruins.
don't
they've
start
done this
booing the
twice.
Bruins.
Right.
They've
Yeah.
done this twice.
And then they'll just keep drafting until they're good again. And then when they're kind of on the cusp of being good,
They did this
they'll
already.
just do what they should have done to start
They've-
and just go and trade for the best player out there.
they've traded away two of their
Yeah, they traded
best.
away.
They traded away Sagan a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
I know.
And years
Kessel.
ago, they traded Kessel to get those high draft picks, which was Sagan and fucking Hamilton.
Right.
And they
then
traded away those
yeah.
motherfuckers. So
That guy should have started a hashtag because
Yeah.
It's frustrating time.
I'm pretty
But
sure
no.
he got fired.
They need to figure out what they have in Tuukka Rask.
Yeah.
And if they determine in the next couple weeks it ain't going to work,
Right.
a fucking trade deadline comes, send him somewhere
Unload that money.
and bring back something because that money's just hanging there. You have to play him because he gets paid too much, but you got to do something with him.
I don't think Udobin should be your starting.
No,
goalie.
and I think
But I think he's better for this team.
playing
right
with
now.
house money.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
with
yeah.
house
Yep.
money.
I 100% agree.
Eventually, he's going to come back down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's this Tim Thomas where you hit lightning in a bottle
Right,
one
right.
year.
Total
Maybe you do.
headstand.
Maybe you do.
Yeah.
Maybe you do. I just don't think he will.
Right.
I think he's going to come back to earth. I just think Tuukka Rask, and I know this is probably pissing off my friend Jackie, but he doesn't
Work.
fucking do anything for me.
Nope.
They need to do something. If you take him and you trade him for hypothetically a top 4 defenseman,
Yeah.
I like that move.
I do too.
I prefer that move.
I do. I am 100% on board.
And
with
you're
it.
getting Marchand's coming back tonight, and Backus is coming back. both coming off of IR.
Yeah.
What the shit? Like, ramp it up, see what you got.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is that they're playing like all their injured players tonight.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Everybody's coming back. Let's play you all tonight and just see how horrible we all are.
Yeah.
But no, I just think that finally they're gonna either figure it out in the next week or two, or once again a rebuild period. Hey guys, we're not as good as we thought we were.
Right.
We have some good pieces. They might have to make a decision on Krejci. They might have to make a decision, and I dread saying this, Bergeron, the greatest face-off guy in the game, the best face-off guy in the game right now. Everybody that's like a die-hard, like, analyst, best guy that to ever, like not ever, but he's the best in the game right now for face-offs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're not going to give that up, but you're going to have to make a decision on somebody here.
Yeah.
Some of these older guys, they've let Lucic go a couple years ago.
Right.
They've traded away Sagan. They traded away Hamilton, which I'm still bummed about, but whatever.
Yeah.
They just lost to the fucking Oilers, which pisses me off because the Oilers aren't that good. They have young talent, but they're not that good.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. They're like 10-8.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not. But Udobin's playing well.
playing
I don't
well.
know what else to say.
He's 7-0-2 so far this year. I mean, I would ride the hot hand as much as possible.
Yeah,
but
that's what you have to do in hockey.
Yeah, I get it. And hockey's take like every 5-6 nights off anyway. You know what I mean? So
yeah, they play a lot.
You know what I mean? But then there's like the backup goalie is a really
prevalent
situation.
He has to. Yeah. He has to play at least once a week.
So I don't mind Rask hopping in tonight and also kind of still getting a feeler.
Yeah.
But if he gets smacked around tonight, you go back to Udobin. I don't think there's a question right now. It's just it's unfortunate.
If he plays mediocre,
yeah,
you give him one more game.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Give Udobin enough time to rest.
Off. Right.
And then you say, "Hey, we're gonna explore this.
Right.
We're gonna see what Udobin has."
Let
him just be our starting goalie. And if that implodes on you, then you're in hockey hell.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
The version of basketball hell.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't want to forget about him. It's a long season.
Yeah.
The Celtics were on a winning streak. We didn't really have to talk about them because they were winning, losing. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the Bruins. I'm excited. I'm going to try to get to a game this year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm at least going to get to a Baby Bees game in Providence. I'm going to try to go to a Hartford game if I get a chance. According to Facebook, Ozzy has never been to a hockey game in his life.
I've never been either.
No?
Not professional.
Have you been to a minor league game?
No, I went to a college.
Have you?
I went to a college hockey game.
It's
but
fun.
that's it.
College hockey's good too.
Yeah,
who?
To be honest with you, I couldn't even tell you. It was my friend's brother that played on the college. And
Where?
I don't even know. Like
do you state? You don't know if it was in Connecticut?
Yeah, but that's where we watched him play. I don't know what the school was.
Quinnipiac was good a couple years ago.
Yeah,
but if you went up to any it's when they call it, I think call it the Bean Pot, which is you have BC,
Harvard,
BU.
Mm-hmm. Is it Harvard?
I don't think they're one of them. I think it's BU, BC.
Excuse me.
Northwestern? No.
Northeastern. I want to say Vermont's usually involved. Like there's.
Oh right, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
New England in the Commonwealth area.
Right.
It's a big deal.
Right. Hockey is
college
Boston
hockey's
sport.
legit. Yeah, no, it's legit.
Right.
It's one of those things that it's a hard sport to play. It's a long season. But it's the best live sport you'll ever watch in your life. There is no timeouts unless there's a fucking injury.
Right. I gotta check that out.
You know what I mean? Like when you think of watching a football game,
right?
They call a timeout.
Yeah.
Guess what happens? We go to fucking commercial.
Right.
Yeah, hockey is not
just nonstop.
That's not even really up for argument.
Yeah.
It's the best sport live.
Best sport live.
I do have a little bit of Red Sox news.
I like basketball live, but I dig it.
I haven't. I want to go to a Celtics game really bad this year.
Yeah.
I've never been to a
There is a lot of timeouts.
Basketball.
Yeah, that's the other thing that bothers me.
But that's a really fast pace and it's high score.
Yeah,
So if you like
yeah.
watching score, and it's
A little bit of Red Sox rumors.
Yeah,
More.
little smidgen.
More.
All right.
This is posted by our dear friend Josh Dow of the Boxy Boys.
oh nice.
The Red Sox are currently in talks to land a star slugger. Any guesses?
Giancarlo Stanton.
Nope.
a
It's
good
got to be.
guess.
It's got to be Harper.
No.
No, it's what is his name?
The-
Is he a lefty or a righty? Hold on.
I don't really know. He plays first base.
Oh, is it oh my God, they were talking about him. Right?
All right, I'll talk. I'll read the article. Forget the Giancarlo Stanton trade rumors for just a moment. The Red Sox have their eye on another big superstar who would be a blockbuster acquisition. They are reportedly in talks with the Chicago White Sox about first baseman Jose Abreu.
I
Jose Abreu.
don't hate that trade.
He is
don't
an
either.
all-star Silver Slugger and 2014 Rookie of the Year and is coming off a year where he hit 304 with 33 home runs and 102 RBIs. And throughout his 4-year career, he has never posted fewer than 100 RBIs.
In Boston?
In
Yeah,
Chicago.
he's no. I'm talking about in
Yeah,
Boston.
in Boston, he would clean up.
He's a right-hander.
The only problem
Yep.
is he's the best player on the White Sox.
Yeah. So they need
They're
something
gonna
better.
attack him.
They're going to have to give up a lot.
I'll give him Price and Pedroia all
And
day. Let's do it.
They don't want Price and Pedroia because Chicago
Yeah,
is
I know.
in the middle of trusting the
Trusting the
process.
process,
So they want young talent, which is the Red Sox have kind of cleaned out their farm system lately. They still have some good guys, but you're going to have to probably give up more good prospects.
I'm having a really tough time. I'm having an internal battle right now. Should we name the episode #don't or do trust the process, or I think I'd smash?
I think we should name it Trust the Process.
Trust the okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just wanted to
Joe
I think we
trust the
should name
process.
Joe trust the process.
I think we should censor it out and name it Fuck the Process.
Yeah. There you go.
#fuck the process.
No, I like Abreu. I just don't know.
I do too.
I like him. I will say this.
Depends
I
on
like
the cost.
Well, here's the other thing. What you give up, but financially, he's much more affordable
Than
than
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo
Oh,
Stanton.
yeah.
For now.
For now, yeah. And you could work out a deal with him. Be like, listen, look at what we have.
Right. Yeah.
Don't take. We're not going to not give you money, but we're going to give you
I think the piece fits better than John
better.
Stanton.
We're not going to
no.
give you Giancarlo Stanton money,
That was a dumb
but
thing to
we'll
say.
give you something.
Yeah.
No piece fit. Getting Giancarlo Stanton is the equivalent of the
No,
Philadelphia
you know what it does?
76ers trading for LeBron
No,
James.
but you know what it does?
Or signing LeBron
It
James.
solves your first base problem.
It does.
It does. And you could trade Hanley as part of it.
They're not going to do that.
Trading for Jose Abreu is the equivalent of getting Kyrie Irving on the Celtics. Signing Giancarlo Stanton is the equivalent of
getting
signing
LeBron
LeBron James
James.
to the 76ers.
Right.
Yeah, but they have to trade for Stanton.
Do they they do have to trade for
And he
Stanton.
just signed a deal.
Take that back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But if you were
Sorry.
to sign
No, you know what it'd
Giancarlo
be like? Signing Harper.
Bryce
Yeah.
Harper? would
Yeah,
be
he's
like-
going to be the highest paid
right.
free
He's not coming
agent.
to the Red Sox.
No.
No.
And I
no,
wouldn't
but that
want
would be
him.
like the LeBron type signing.
Yeah, that would be.
I wouldn't want him in Boston.
I wouldn't want to.
I don't think he'd handle the media well. He's a hothead. I don't think he'd handle the media well at all.
I don't care if someone doesn't handle the media well.
I think he should
I
just
don't
turn
want
into a
someone
hermit.
that turns. I don't want someone that's a like bitch about it.
He
like,
would.
See, I don't know. Pedro's a hothead.
My problem,
Manny was a hothead.
My
Yeah,
problem
but they-
isn't
They
with-
excelled in Boston.
Well, here's the difference. I think they had a funny side to them.
Right.
That when you looked at them, you're like, oh, they're just being.
Right,
They're
right.
the idiots. They're part of that.
that dude's gonna get in trouble in Boston.
There you go.
Not even because of the media. I just think you take a kid like that, you're gonna put him in the Boston bar scene.
Right. Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, he's going to
Half
be
the
Mike
year?
Napoli.
He'll be
He's-
Jaleel
yeah.
Okafor.
He'll be
Yeah.
He'll be Mike Napoli walking around shirtless.
It's like Jaleel Okafor came, played up in Boston, and fought 3 Southies fucking for no reason.
No, there's probably a reason there.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's probably a racially driven reason.
Racism.
Well, that's a wow. Okay. Well, you guys said it. What if it was just like?
Listen,
He stepped on-
racism
No.
is as American as baseball. So
Remember how we felt about that, and then
That
come to
was
find out
like-
that the message was intended a lot differently than we
The
thought.
best jokes are not the ones that you have to explain. So maybe fix your fucking sign.
Agree with that.
Also, the name of the episode should be Joe Hates the Process.
Joe hates the process.
No, Joe, trust the process.
No.
Joe,
trust
comma, trust the process.
Joe, trust me. The process. That'll be like the movie. Joe, trust me. The process. Sequel.
2. The Process 2.
Yeah, the process 2. Real quick, in some around the network news, state of the network news. Next weekend, not this weekend, so this comes out on Thursday, so not this Saturday, but next Saturday, December 9th.
The 9th, I think it is.
We will be at, Aaron and I will be at,
Aaron and you.
Aaron and I will be at
Constitution State Wrestling in Groton, Connecticut at Grosso Tech.
Yeah, Ella T. Grosso High School. We will be there selling some stuff, raising some money for the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Connecticut. I did a little event last Saturday, made a lot of money, a lot more money than I thought.
How did that go?
Good.
Yeah.
Really good. Covered a lot of stuff. And if anyone that's donated anything.
Your Facebook videos seemed
Staged?
not staged.
Not that they were. I just thought that's what you were going to say.
No, they seemed like you were desperate for someone to come. So I'm glad that actually.
No, yeah, it was pumping.
Oh, all right,
It was
good.
pumping. I was just trying to get some
Yeah, when you were doing it, I was like, does that mean no one's showing up? Because
Yeah.
I'd feel really bad.
No. Well, no.
I couldn't make it because
no
I
one
was
I
sick
know
all
showed up.
week.
No. Yeah, I know.
But there was
I
a
figured
ton
that.
of foot traffic.
No,
It's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah. No, we did
Did
really,
people
really well.
stop and
People stopped. They
I hope
engaged.
did you hand out business cards?
I handed out business cards. Of course, I did. Handed out business cards, and
We don't have 200 fucking views on this fucking.
Yeah. So, handed out a bunch of business
Drop-kicking
cards.
people. That's the process.
We got a bunch of stuff donated that I've ran around like a maniac. I got those books donated and stuff. I
Yep.
told you about the authors. Was
Yep,
able to
yep,
sell
yep.
those things off, raise a lot of good money. And we're going to do a similar thing. My girlfriend does a YouTube channel called Carolyn's Crafter. We did this before. She's going to her video next Wednesday. It's going to be out. It's going to be her making glasses of our network, like glasses to sell.
Oh, sweet.
So you're going to be able to check her making our glasses or whatever, like drinking glasses. So
She's like a glass blower.
No.
Buying glasses and
Don't give the secret.
Oh, right.
and putting our logo on them.
Buying already made glasses with the BS Nerds logo on
No,
them, and
right,
then just presenting them as if she made them.
Yeah, an unboxing. Video.
That's the secret.
It's just a very simple craft thing. Actually, Liz Reed from Pass the F and Popcorn was going to help hook us up, make us some. And I just talked to my girlfriend about it, like, oh yeah, I'm going to have her do it. She's like, I could do that for you and not charge you. Like I could do that. And I was like, oh. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
sure. Let's
sure.
do
More
that.
money for the Boys and Girls Club.
Right. So we did a really good job there. So I'm pumped. There's going to be some WECP glasses. There's going to be some B.S.N network glasses. There's going to be some CSW glasses. I'm making some for Nat. I'm sorry, not Chad. Nat. So they'll be for sale. Money goes. We're raising a bunch of money for the Boys and Girls Club. So check that out. We're going to have a couple of games too, like raffle type ideas. But,
Guess how many wrestlers are in a jar?
I guess how many mystery minis are in the jar, kind of thing.
You're gonna have recording equipment there
I will have the mic the same mic I had
at the other
at the
thing.
thing. Yeah. Which came out really good
Oh,
for
yeah,
like
it did.
out in public.
Yeah.
That's really
And
well.
the WECP boys will be there, or
Yeah.
just the boy?
No, Jerry's gonna be there too, right?
Jerry's gonna be there.
Jerry's gonna be there.
Jerry's gonna be there. One of our
Trying
one
to
of-
catch some interviews.
one of
Yeah, I was gonna
WECP's guests, Chubbs, will be there as well.
Nice. There you go.
So we're gonna have some.
The WCP
Amateur
family.
wrestler Chubbs.
I don't know about that.
No, that's
We're throwing them in there. So we'll
is
see what
the
happens.
Turnbuckle King Chubbs.
No,
That's his name.
Last year we got an interview out of Mistress Belmont.
Right, she was on the Boston Sports Nerds podcast.
Yep.
So on this show,
Right.
she came
She
on the
announced
show.
her retirement. No.
No, she had
she
announced that she was
And
too
dropped
old.
from the WWE.
Yeah, she was too old to be on the
to
WWE.
get offered a contract.
Breaking
Yes.
news.
Yeah.
Dave
Is
was
this breaking
excited
news?
about
Is this
it.
breaking news?
Yeah.
I just reached out to her the other day too. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. So I also want to thank everyone that's donated stuff already, like that I was able to sell off, and then I still have what's left from that to give away. Places like comics, the Passive and Popcorn guys gave us that really nice movie basket that went.
Oh, the big name at the show is going to be Adam Rose,
Adam
formerly
Rose.
formerly of the WWE.
Right. Yeah, so it should be a good time. So if you hear this and you're in southeastern Connecticut, come check it out. Come raise some money, watch a good show. Nat puts on a really, really cool product for.
Yeah, last year
just a
he had
real local thing.
Gangrel and Tatanka, the two big former WWE superstars.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's just a good. It's affordable as fuck. It's like $10, $8 if you bring a king.
Yeah,
good.
$10, and it's like $15 if you want to sit next to the ring.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, cough up the extra $5, and you can like touch them as they walk.
Yeah, you're
by.
right there. And then plus there's Buff Dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Aaron's favorite.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got Buff Dad. We'll see. We'll see how this shakes out.
Yeah. No, it's that might be the show to come watch.
That's going to be that's
if
going to be on video.
If he fucking
Buff
does
Dad
it again,
with the mic.
if he does it again,
right.
John better be filming.
Yeah.
Because it might be.
I say you go up to him
YouTube.
with the mic.
I might be YouTube famous.
What
after
happened
this.
with Buff Dad?
So last year at the CSW show,
right, the first one ever,
we met him. He was probably
Buff Dad is a wrestler.
Buff Dad is a manager.
All right.
Of Two Buff. Two Buff is 5'6", 120 pounds soaking wet.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Right.
Is that the gimmick?
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the guy who's manager is his dad, Buff Dad.
Well, it's supposed to be his dad. I don't think it's really his father.
Yeah.
And
this is great. All right.
And he's wearing they're wearing bright red outfits. He's wearing a bright red bow tie.
This should be in the WWE. Continue.
It's an incredible stick.
It's a great gimmick.
We were yelling at him, telling him, Buff Dad, get involved. He kept telling us, I'm trying.
Yeah. And Two Buff is getting his ass kicked. We're like, come on, Buff Dad, get in there. He's like, I'm fucking trying.
And then
it was great.
So speed ahead. About 6 months later, we go to a NEW show. He is setting up the ring. He's setting up the steel cage for the Cody Rhodes and Kurt Angle match that we saw.
Yeah.
And
was Two Buff there?
No, it was he was Buff Dad. The guy that plays Buff Dad was there. He works in the ring crew for them.
All right.
He proceeded, every time he walked out, Dave and I would scream at the top of our lungs, Buff Dad! Buff Dad! And he would turn, look, and be so confused and wouldn't acknowledge us. Mm-hmm. So after the whole event, we waited. He kept hiding. We waited till he finally came out. We went up to him, and John filmed us going up and talking to him. He was wasn't having it. Wasn't impressed that we recognized him. And you're in the wrestling business.
Oh,
you should.
Fucking, what's it called? Green fly? What's it? What's the term they use?
He blew us off. He didn't want any part of it.
What's the term they use on WEI with Christian? Is it green fly?
Is that? I don't know.
I have no clue what that is.
That.
But he essentially didn't want to
big time you.
Yeah,
big time. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. Well, no, I think he was just like, guys, it was a one-time fucking thing.
Yeah, and from our angle, it's like, hey, dude, we recognize you.
You were the guy from the show that we want.
We liked your gimmick. It was awesome.
He was the only one we took a photo with after the event.
Right. Yeah.
Like we could have, we went and talked to Mr. Belmont. We didn't ask for, it wasn't that
he wasn't having it.
He wasn't having it this time.
Was he actually annoyed?
That's how it seemed.
It seemed very disappointed.
I said, hey, we saw you at Constitution State Wrestling, last December or whatever. I said, hey, how you been? He's like, oh, good. Yeah, great. Whatever. And then
he wanted no part of us.
Kind of turned back, oh yeah, great. Whatever.
And then John's just like, you guys look, and I think he says in the video, look at these two, just disappointed as can be.
Sad. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
Hey,
so
you know what they say, never meet your heroes.
Right. So I'm telling you, well, we met him.
Yeah,
he was cool the time we met him.
We met him. When we met him,
I need a sign that says "Fuck you, Buff Dad," and it needs to be.
We're doing Buff Dad section.
And if he big times us,
yeah.
It's on. I don't care. It's on.
Yeah, he's throwing.
Let it be known. Let me get arrested for premeditated, but it's going down.
It's going down.
Not murder, but I'm hurting.
Well,
I'm hurting.
We'll see what happens.
I got the hot stuff.
I might take my chair that I'm sitting in.
Uh-oh.
I might use an illegal object.
Nothing over the head.
Foreign object.
How that goes. So yeah. Come check that out.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I'm here for Buff Dad.
Right? Yeah. I'm here for Buff Dad. And it was Buff Dad. Like, I mean, as loud,
dude,
as loud as I possibly
Everybody
could.
around
That
us was like,
gimmick is
what the
so
hell?
good.
It's so good.
He just didn't want.
Two Buff
and the guy's
Buff
so
Dad
tiny.
is-
He's like, what's up? He does like the Shawn Michaels.
It's-
wave.
Two Buff is a great name. Buff Dad is a great name.
It's a
It used to
great
be our profile photo.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think it was at least mine.
And
I know
Two
it was
Buff
at least mine.
with Buff Dad as a manager is a great gimmick.
Yeah.
So why would he not be fan friendly? That's what
I don't know.
I don't think he likes the gimmick.
Why wouldn't you like the gimmick?
Some people don't.
Oh fuck Buff Dad. Now I'm annoyed with him.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, Joe. Why don't you come check it out?
That's he cut Two Buff out of the photo.
I did.
But
Yeah. I took
That's it.
Two Buffs in front of us.
Yeah.
So white trash. He's
Yeah.
got his pants in his belt, and his phone in his pant pocket, like hanging out of like the front of his
He's got it
pants.
tucked into
It's
his
not even.
pants.
It's not even like in a clip or like in a pocket
right.
hanging out. It's just tucked into his.
I'm going to tell you guys about something I did the other night.
Oh,
Speaking of putting your phone in weird places,
Okay.
did you tell somebody to call you
this
afterwards?
isn't sexual.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Not a ton sexual.
Okay.
So
I like
I usually-
smidgen sexual stuff.
yeah, just a smidge sexual. I usually change into sweatpants post work.
Yeah.
Pretty standard move when you get home.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Out of sweatpants.
Pants off.
I was out of sweatpants.
In my underwear.
Yeah.
So I put on long johns. Familiar?
Yes,
They're
I know
like
what long johns
long
are.
thermal.
Yes.
On the long johns, they're kind of like they have a front like
Yes.
underwear does.
Yeah.
So I had no pockets. So what I did was I put my phone in the dick thing. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? In the underwear.
Did you have underwear on?
I had underwear on
Oh, okay.
underneath
Yeah. Okay.
But you had it
the
tucked
long
like
johns.
like
but
a
like where the two flaps are that protect
Yeah,
your
yeah, I
dick.
get it.
I had my phone in the dick cover.
right. So you had
know
like
you're
your
gonna
phone
get-
in the kangaroo pouch.
you
I
realize
called
you're-
it the dick pocket.
you
I
realize-
had my phone in the dick
You
pocket.
realize the dick pocket's going to give you ball cancer, right?
I wasn't in there very long. I mean, I just had to walk
Yeah,
from like into the kitchen
Right.
and like do some stuff and then walk back.
I'm going to message your wife and be
go
like,
for a
let me
jog.
know.
She
let
was
me
on
know.
the phone with someone and saw me put my phone into
your
the
dick
dick
pocket.
pocket.
Yeah.
And she went, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't have pockets."
Yes. I'm going to message
This
her.
seems like a very
a front
reasonable place.
I'm going to message her and tell her, next time he's wearing those, let me know. I'm just going to keep calling him.
Make your dick vibrate.
That's I don't think it actually touched my dick.
It's
they're kind
right
of
there,
baggy.
though.
They were
Okay,
kind
I
of
gotcha.
baggy,
I
so
gotcha.
the phone
You'll still
hung
feel it, Joe.
You'll feel
in
it.
between the thighs.
I understand what you're saying, but I think you're gonna.
You're
feel
about
it.
you're
You're
about
gonna feel it.
in the back
Feel
of
it,
your
feel it, yeah, feel it.
the back of
That's
your
how
head.
it started, actually.
That's
Weird thing. I don't know how to explain this, but we used to sit around here with our phones in our dick pockets. And that's how it
The
started.
dick pocket.
But,
New name of the episode.
yeah, that's it, right in the dick
No,
pocket.
we should cut all that. So,
Oh God! All right.
any other State of the Network stuff? Are we done? Dow put out a podcast. Boxy Boys.
Yeah.
I put out a podcast.
I put out a podcast that told you what you
Fantasy
should
Oh.
do.
football.
We didn't talk about what's his name, Memphis, getting rid of their coach.
Oh, son of a
Oh,
bitch!
pause.
You physically
Pause.
brought this to the story. Nope.
Pause.
No pause.
The music. This is
All
important.
right, all right. No music. I'll give you no music.
No music. No
you go.
music.
All right. So, what?
All right. So
In honor,
we need
in
to
the
do
honor
this
of the
in
former
honor
Memphis
of,
head coach.
of our fallen member of the BS Nerd. He's officially the fourth member of the BS Nerds podcast with how often we use this drop.
Yeah, he doesn't even know it.
But he has fallen from grace. He is no longer the head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Take that for data.
Is it David Fizdale?
I think it's either Tom or David.
I think it's David Fizdale.
I think it's David Fizdale.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, Coach Fizdale is no longer head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies. And,
Take that for data.
and his drop will continue to live in
infamy.
In infamy
Take that for data.
on the BS Nerds. R.I.P. in peace, David Fizdale.
Take that for data.
There you go.
All right, now you can hit the music.
Everyone feel better?
I you know, it hurts. It hurts.
No, that sucks. That sucks. I know. And you mentioned it like, oh, we got to
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
it. It's
And
yeah,
it was
no
just
kidding.
like,
It's like, anyways.
The narrative now is that Gasol's like a coach killer.
what they need to do is what they need to do now.
Marc Gasol.
If you're the
Sorry.
Memphis Grizzlies, you pay Philadelphia however much money for their GM, and then you start the process.
It's just the process.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
and
that.
then 5 years
They
from
got
now,
clans,
LeBron James
we're
becomes
good.
a Grizzly.
He does a 4-year deal with the Sixers.
Yeah, and then
next
he
year, and then
just
goes-
follows that GM
Right.
wherever he goes.
And then he'll be 45,000 years old. Still
The
signing a
GM,
4-year
the
deal.
GM shows up at Memphis. He's like, "All right, guys, you have a whiteboard. All right, ready?" And he just starts.